Rebound taken away by Lincoln. Throws it out and taken away from them now quickly down to Lincoln. He goes after the jam! It's time to line them up, tip it off, and get it on. It's basketball action. Monday's going to drive down, get to Miller. Miller for three! Yes! That's the buzzer! Congratulations on this season opening win, and looking forward to seeing you next Tuesday night. 3.8 seconds to go. 56-56. Don't go anywhere, folks. And he'll shoot pick up Bush at the buzzer! It's good! Clark Range wins! I'm Gary Clark. See you at the game. And welcome to York Institute. We're set for basketball action here tonight. It is York and Livingston. I wouldn't even have to say anything else other than that if I didn't want to, but I will. I've got a whole lot more to say. It's welcome to the Progressive pregame show as we get set for action tonight. We'll take a look at these two teams, what they did last year. We'll take a look at some history between the two. We'll take a look at some common opponents from this season, some other games going on tonight, and the district standings right here on the Progressive pregame show as we get set for basketball action here on Great American Country, WDB. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back to take a look at these two teams right after this.
Cheer this year for all our school teams and activities. Get behind our local schools. Join the parent-teachers group and help improve the quality of education. Sponsor school activities. Go to a ball game, hear a concert, reach higher. Progressive Savings Bank, insured by FDIC.
Everything we do, it's true. We do for you.
Right back here at York Institute, we're getting set for girls action in this one. Let's take a look at these two girls teams. York comes in 10-6, 3-2 in the district, while Livingston Academy, pretty much the same record. They're 11-9 and 3-2 in district play. Of course, last year, York won both matchups in this series as they swept the series last year 51-41 and 51-42. They've actually won the last three meetings between the two schools as they won the last meeting last year as well. Or year before last, and then York now are 6-3 since 06. They are 6-3. Now, York, of course, won the last three meetings. Now, since before those last three meetings, Livingston won 16 in a row. That's right, 16 in a row before York's win streak last year. So York broke a long dry spell last year, and hopefully they can keep that going here tonight as they get ready to take on Livingston Academy in this one. Livingston Academy, as we said, come in 11-9, 3-2 in the district. If you look at teams they have in common, both teams that take on the Upperman Lady Bees, and both teams lost to the Lady Bees. York lost at Upperman 58-50. They got a rematch coming up with that one. That should be a good one. Livingston Academy, meanwhile, lost to Upperman 55-25. As both teams also played Jackson County, both teams won that one. York won 67-30, and Livingston won 56-22. Smith County, both teams won those games as York won 74-21, Livingston 61-31. DeKalb County, York won 54-53 in overtime, while Livingston won 53-49. And Macon County, both teams lost to Macon County. York lost 62-45, while Livingston lost 62-42. So the only games that they have in common, the only one that really was much different would be that Upperman game, as York lost that in a close one, while Livingston was blown out by Upperman in their matchup against the Lady Bees. So that's a look at the two teams. There's some big games coming up tonight besides this one. We'll take a look at that. One of them over in District 6A. We'll talk about it right after this.
Cheer this year for all our school teams and activities. Get behind our local schools. Join the parent-teachers group and help improve the quality of education. Sponsor school activities. Go to a ball game, hear a concert, reach higher. Progressive Savings Bank, insured by FDIC.
Everything we do, it's true. We do for you.
Back here at York Institute, where we're getting set for York and Livingston, the oldest rivalry in high school basketball, getting ready to get underway here in just a moment. Now, you look at other action tonight. Clark Range is at Red Bull and Springs. Now, Clark Range trailed the Red Bull and Springs at Clark Range till the fourth quarter. They took the lead with 3 minutes to go in the fourth quarter and won that one by 4. So that's not a gimme for the Lady Buffaloes down at Red Bull and Springs. The boys game, Dalton Marsh and Red Bull and Springs, you got to kind of give them a little bit of the favorite on that one, as they are tough and even tougher at home. Now, Pickett County, meanwhile, is at Monterey. You got to give the Lady Bobcats the big edge in that one, even though it is at Monterey. The boys' game, that one should be a good one if you want to listen to it. That's on Twin Lakes Cable, Channel 954. In 8AA tonight, some other action. Smith County's at Watertown. Macon County's on the road at DeKalb County, and Upperman is at Cannon County tonight. District 6A action, Gordonsville's at Clay County. That's going to be a huge boys matchup in that one, as that one should be a good one. That's the two leaders in the district over in 6A. That one should be a good one. Trousdale County is at Jackson County tonight. Warren County is at Stone Memorial. Clark Range, you'll get to see Stone twice this season, and the Lady Panthers are really good, folks. Oneida is at Sunbright tonight. Of course, York and Clark Range both have faced Oneida, and York has still another meeting with the Lady Indians coming up later in the month, as they'll take on Oneida a little bit later in the month. Well, these two teams out of District 8AA here tonight. We'll take a look at District 8AA and where everybody stands right after this.
Cheer this year for all our school teams and activities. Get behind our local schools. Join the parent-teachers group and help improve the quality of education. Sponsor school activities. Go to a ball game, hear a concert, reach higher. Progressive Savings Bank, insured by FDIC.
Everything we do, it's true. We do for you.
Back here at York Institute, where it's York and Livingston Academy getting ready to tip off now in 8AA action. And if you take a look at the 8AA rankings right now, of course, Macon County sits atop the board with a 5-0 mark. They beat York, Livingston, Smith County, Watertown, and Cannon County. They're followed by Upperman, who also is at 5-0. They beat York, Livingston, Smith, Watertown, and DeKalb County. York is at the number 3 spot. They beat DeKalb County, Smith, Cannon County lost to Upperman and Macon. They're tied with Livingston Academy, who beat DeKalb, Smith, Watertown lost to Upperman and Macon. So this one tonight will decide who's the number 3 team in the district at this point of the season. Cannon County's right behind that with a 2-3 mark. They beat Watertown and Smith, lost to DeKalb, York, and Macon. DeKalb County is 2-3. They beat Cannon, Watertown. They lost to Livingston, York, and Upperman. Smith County 0-5, lost to York, Livingston, DeKalb, Macon, and Upperman. And Watertown also at 0-5, lost to Cannon, Macon, DeKalb, Livingston, and Upperman High School. So that's a look at how the standings are in District 8AA. Right now, we're getting ready for York and Livingston. The winner of this one takes possession of the number 3 spot in the district. So this was a huge game for both of these teams here tonight, as both of them try to catch Upperman and Macon County. Well, a big thank you to Progressive Savings Bank for sponsoring our pregame show. And let's take a look now at our sponsors for our live broadcast. They are Clark Range Drug Center, Fentress County Executive Jimmy Johnson, State Representative John Mark Wendell, Hall's Family Pharmacy, Hall Sports and Outdoors, First Volunteer Bank, Gary Maxwell Insurance, Fentress Farmers Co-op, Metathrift Pharmacy, Conditioned Heating and Cooling, Twin Lakes, Pizza Hut of Jamestown, Southeast Drywall and Construction. And you heard our pre- and post-game shows brought to you by Progressive Savings Bank. Halftime stats brought to you by Showtime Ford in Wartburg. And our player of the game is brought to you by Hall Sports and Outdoors and Hall's Family Pharmacy. Let's take a break, get a little word in from some of our game sponsors, then we'll be back for starting lineups in a moment.
Confidence, the one word you have to have when you choose a pharmacy. And Clark Range Drug Center has worked hard to earn yours. Whether filling a prescription or giving advice on non-prescription medicine or health and beauty aids, Clark Range Drug Center is the place to go for expert advice. Clark Range Drug Center, always earning your confidence.
Don't sweat the cold this winter. Carrier has a complete line of home heating products to keep your family comfortable this season without burning your budget. With smart temperature management and remote access options, it's easier than ever to control your home's climate and reduce utility bills without sacrificing comfort. For more complete comfort and greater peace of mind, call Conditioned Heating and Cooling. Carrier, turn to the experts. Call Conditioned Heating and Cooling today and ask about our financing options.
Conditioned heating and cooling.
Here at York Instead, we're getting set for tonight's starting lineups in just a moment. It's York and Livingston Academy. That's all you need to say, folks. One of the oldest rivalries in high school sports, and it's going to add another page here tonight as we get set for this one to get underway. York will be starting with Haley Johnson, Michaela Reagan, Gabby Beatty, Sage Smith, and Ellie Lefew, while Livingston Academy will start with Haley Crank, Keaton Webb, Annabeth Colson, Aaliyah Melton, and Allie Qualls, your starting five for the visiting Lady Wildcats of Livingston Academy. As we're getting set here for opening ceremonies here in just a moment. Since we can't pick those up, we'll take a timeout, and we'll be back in just a few minutes with tonight's opening tip.
Whether you're competing on the athletic field or working hard in the classroom, remember you have the support of First Volunteer Bank, the bank with personality. We're behind you 100% of the way. Good luck to all the area teams. Play tough and play fair. And remember, when it comes to helping you with your banking needs, we're First Volunteer Bank, the bank with personality. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
And now over and over, it's First Volunteer for you.
Quality workmanship and exceptional customer service have defined Southeastern Drywall and Construction of Jamestown. From custom-built homes, residential construction, remodeling to commercial construction, Southeastern Drywall and Construction is dedicated to providing the best quality at reasonable prices. We're also looking for good carpenters. Call Southeastern Drywall and Construction at 931-267-5435. A proud supporter of sports and education in our area.
Managing your medications has never been easier. With Meta3 Pharmacy's MedPack, your medications come organized by date and time, securely sealed in individual, easy open packages. So when it's time to take your next dose, you just tear the package off the roll and your pills are there. That's all there is to it. No bottles, no bother. For more information, call us at 879-8133.
Twin Lakes would like to thank all of our customers who participated in the 12 Days of Giving holiday giveaway and congratulate all of those who won. The 12 Days of Giving was about spreading holiday cheer this season by giving away Fire Sticks, gift cards, Fitbits, Roombas, and much more to Twin Lakes customers. We enjoyed seeing all the Facebook comments and reactions, and we hope you enjoyed it just as much as we did. To learn more about what Twin Lakes can do for you, your family, and your business, visit us online at www.twinlakes.net.
Ventures Farmers Co-op, your local hometown store, proudly supporting our hometown Buffaloes and Dragons. Co-op wishes you a winning season, one game at a time. Co-op, your first choice for farm, home, lawn and garden, and a gift shop for giving and decorating needs. Co-op, serving this area for 70 years with quality products. That's your Co-op, located just 2 miles south of Jamestown.
When it comes to watching sports, there's no telling what you'll hear.
No!
But when you order Pizza Hut for the game, you know exactly what you'll hear.
What the? Oh, that looks fantastic.
Your favorite pizza.
Ooh.
Those awesome wings.
What?
Plus sides and desserts.
Yeah.
All waiting at pizzahut.com. So order now, because no one out-pizzas the Hut.
Huh. What game?
Product availability, prices, participation, delivery areas, and charges and minimum purchase required for delivery may vary. Delivery charges not a driver tip.
Hello, this is Philip Hall at Hall Family Pharmacy. At the first of each year, many insurance companies will send out letters trying to direct customers to a preferred pharmacy, especially the chain pharmacies. Pharmacies pay to get their names on these letters and in turn then make the money back with insurance copays and gimmicks that negatively affect the consumer. This year has been no different. At Hall Family Pharmacy, we put a lot of effort into helping our patients find the best insurance plan for them and budgeting their medical expenses each year. We also work with credible insurance companies to obtain a preferred status when available to an independent pharmacy provider. If you receive such a letter, we can help. These letters are often inaccurate and the sender does not have your best interest in mind. Don't be a number at a big pharmacy. Be part of our family. We are proud to be a preferred hometown pharmacy. Come see us today at our locations in Jamestown or Clark Range. Shop local and break the chain of big box pharmacies. Choose Hall Family Pharmacy.
Quality workmanship and exceptional customer service have defined Southeastern Drywall and Construction of Jamestown. From custom-built homes, residential construction, remodeling to commercial construction, Southeastern Drywall and Construction is dedicated to providing the best quality at reasonable prices. We're also looking for good carpenters. Call Southeastern Drywall and Construction at 931-267-5435. A proud supporter of sports and education in our area. Whether you're competing on the athletic field or working hard in the classroom, remember you have the support of First Volunteer Bank, the bank with personality. We're behind you 100% of the way. Good luck to all the area teams. Play tough and play fair. And remember, when it comes to helping you with your banking needs, we're First Volunteer Bank, the bank with personality. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
And now over and over, it's First Volunteer for you.
And a very special ceremony here starting this game as the giant flag brought out, and we are set for starting lineups here in just a moment. A great job on our national anthem here tonight as we get set for basketball action. York and Livingston Academy. Folks, if they were playing checkers, it would be a war. So let's get ready for line them up and have a really good ball game here tonight. First of all, for Livingston Academy and Coach Leslie Riddle, they will start with number 12, Aaliyah Melton. Number 21, that is Keaton Webb, number 2. Number 1, Haley Crown. And I've got one starter's number wrong. I'll have to check on that here in just a moment. It's time now for the York Lady Dragons. Starting now for York. York Lady Dragons. They'll start with the freshman, Gabby Beatty. 2 of the fabulous freshmen. Here's the other one of it. It is Ellie Lefevue. Got to have a big night tonight inside. Michaela Reagan, the Rock, ready for action tonight. Number 5, some sage advice from Sage Smith coming out. And then your final starter will be the Comet, Haley Johnson. And we're set for basketball action. Time to line them up, tip it off, and get it on as Coach Michael Green's Lady Dragons takes on Coach Leslie Riddle's Lady Wildcats. The winner of this one will be at that spot at number 3 in the district. A big game for these two teams. And I'm trying to see which number I have wrong for Livingston Academy. I think I've got 15 instead of that. It should be number 21. Should be Allie Qualls. Now, let's see. Hopefully we've got them ready to go. Time to line them up, tip it off, and get it on. The opening tip belongs to York Institute. The Lady Dragons, Johnson with the basketball. Johnson in front court, works it to the left side. Haley going to take it to the rack, and Haley's going to score. The Comet shooting early, and back comes the other way. Comes Livingston Academy. Keaton Webb with the basketball, gives it up to Qualls. Qualls out front now to number 1, Haley Crunk. Crunk with the basketball. Gives it over to Qualls. Qualls with the ball. Back out front now to Melton. Melton going to drive in front of the jumper. No good. Rebound Reagan. And here come the Lady Dragons. York with the basketball, a 2-point lead. Lady Dragons in front court. They'll send it over to Smith. Sage with the ball. Sage goes inside to Lefevue. She'll spin, put it up. No good. Rebound pulled this time by Crunk. Crunk with the basketball, gives it over quickly now to Qualls. Qualls with the ball. Back out front to Crunk. Crunk sends it over this time to number 5. That is Colson. Annabeth Colson will get back out front to Qualls. She'll set the offense. They'll go over this time right side to number 2. Now down inside to number 12. She'll put it up. No good. That was in close. Melton missing. Rebound to York. Here comes Johnson with the basketball. Johnson in front court over to Smith. Back up front now to Haley. Now over to Sage, and Sage will work it. Sage Smith with the basketball, working out front. Goes right side, brings it back out. Gives it up to Johnson. Johnson with the basketball, over now to Beatty. Beatty will drop it inside to Lefevue. Lefevue going to post up, take it up strong. No good. Rebound, though, is Reagan. Good hustle by the Rock. He'll give it out front now to Johnson. Johnson with the basketball, traveled with it. Turns it over, and back comes Livingston Academy with 6:08 left to go here in quarter number one. 2-0 York lead early. And with the basketball will come Qualls. And maybe that is Asbury. I'll have to check on that. I have 221s. We're going to say that is Kaylee Asbury instead of Qualls. Now firing for the three. No good. Livingston rebound tipped out by Webb. Kicks it out front, and it's bounced off the leg of Asbury out of bounds. Kaylee Asbury boots it out of bounds, and Livingston Academy gives it back to York. York with the basketball. Kaylee Asbury, number 21. They'll give it over to Smith. Smith gives it off now to Beatty. Beatty drives down, leaves it for Lefevue. Lefevue back over to Gabby. Gabby going to give it back to Johnson. Haley with the basketball. Haley going to drive the lane, takes it all the way to rack, up and good. Haley Johnson's got the first four of the ball game, and York's got a 4-0 lead. Asbury with the basketball. Asbury going to go coast to coast, bumped, and she's going to be fouled by Sage, and Sage Smith will pick up her first of the ball game. Going the line will be Kaylee Asbury. Kaylee Asbury will have two here. Asbury trying to get Livingston on the scoreboard, almost 3 minutes in. Boy, and she arched that one, but drills it. You could shoot some radio satellites off that one. She got enough air underneath it, but it falls through, and that's all that matters. It's a 4-1 ball game. Second one up is good. She dropped them both home. And we got a 2-point game back the other way. York with the basketball. Lefevue working it. Lefevue's got to get it up court. Lefevue trying to work it up. Now sends it over to Johnson. The pass too high, almost stolen by Livingston Academy. Johnson comes up with it. And we're going to have a timeout called by York. Timeout on the floor. 5:03 to go in the first. It's a 4-2 Lady Dragon lead.
Confidence, the one word you have to have when you choose a pharmacy. And Clark Range Drug Center has worked hard to earn yours. Whether filling a prescription or giving advice on non-prescription medicine or health and beauty aids, Clark Range Drug Center is the place to go for expert advice. Clark Range Drug Center, always earning your confidence.
.503 left to go here in the first quarter. York with the basketball, leading by 2. So with it out front is Johnson. Johnson looking to drive, gives it out to Smith. Smith over to Beatty, almost knocked away. He'll take it inside, knocked away this time, and out of bounds off of Annabeth Colson. Colson got a paw on it, bats it out of bounds, and we're talking during the break. We don't even see Allie Qualls on the bench for Livingston Academy. I'm not sure. Maybe she's out tonight or what, but she's not playing as the ball comes in this time to Beatty, over to Smith. Sage with the ball. Down to Beatty, wide open for 3. Yep. Gabby, the freshman, makes it a 7-2 ball game. Back the other way, Asbury front court gives it over this time to Melton. Melton back to Asbury. Asbury drives in, drops it out to Webb. Webb with the ball. Gives it up, back up to Asbury. Asbury right side this time to Webb. They'll drop it inside to number 12, Melton. Back out to driving Crunk. Crunk hits the bottom of the backboard, and coming out with it, Johnson. Long pass up to Beatty, who's got the left. Couldn't get it to go, though. Rebound Colson. Colson picks it off, and she'll bring it the other way. Colson with the basketball. Drives in the front court. Now drives the baseline. Takes it all the way in, puts it up, and she's fouled. Annabeth Colson will go to the charity stripe, as the foul will be called against York's number 32, Gabby Beatty, picking up her first of the night. Gabby's got one team second. At the line will be Annabeth Colson to try to cut in this 5-point York lead. First one, no good, in and out. Hit everything but down on that one as it bounces back out, and now back up will come Colson. Second one short. Gets her own rebound, though. Goes up and scores. Colson missed the free throw, but followed her shot and got the easy 2. 7-4 now the lead for York. Long pass up in the front court to Beatty. Over to Reagan. Reagan will hold up, pull up, give it out to Smith. Smith with the ball over to Johnson. Knocked away by Colson. Johnson gets it back, takes it inside. There's Lefty alone for two and score. And she's fouled. Ellie breaks free for her first basket of the night, and that'll go against number 12, Aaliyah Melton. And going the line will be Ellie Lefty for the natural three. It's up, it's good, nothing but the bottom of the cup, and York on top by 6. Back the other way comes Asbury with the ball. Asbury front court, goes inside to Crunk. Crunk going to be tied up, good hands by Reagan. Reagan got in there, tied it up, but the ball goes back to the Lady Wildcats on the alternating possession. Just under 3.5 minutes to go here in the quarter. Ball comes in this time to Webb. Webb's going to go inside to Crunk. Crunk will take it up, no good. Rebound, no backup goes number 12, Melton, and she's going to be fouled. They'll call that one on Michaela Reagan. That'll be her first, team's third. Livingston Academy getting ready to do some substitutions. It looks like Alexis Phipps is coming in. And probably Susanna Hayes. Free throw is good. It is Susanna Hayes and Alexis Phipps. Hitting the free throw is number 12, Melton. She's got one more. Second one, no good. Front of the rim. Rebound, Reagan. And right now, Livingston with a double-up score on York, or I should say York with a double-up score on Livingston, 10-5. Out front now, Johnson. Johnson with the basketball. Johnson looking to make a move. Drives down, dumps it underneath to Beatty. Beatty will put it up and in. Good give and go by Beatty and by Johnson. Hall getting ready to check in. York with a 7-point lead in the ball. They'll work it over to Colson. Colson with the basketball. Back up front now to Phipps. Phipps with the ball. Phipps gives it over this time. Driving down, firing up the two, and good is Keaton Webb, I should say. Keaton Webb with two, and it's back to 5. Now steal by Webb, and we're going to have a foul, I believe, on Johnson. Johnson got the ball taken away, and then fouls in retaliation, and Livingston will get it back. Hull will check in. Lefty will come out. Millie in for the first time tonight. It'll be worked in quickly to Webb. Webb drives down, gives it off to number 10, drives in the floating runner. No good. Rebound tipped around. Colson comes up, and Colson's going to be fouled by Hall. Millie going to pick up her first of the ball game, and going the line will be Annabeth Colson. She shorted a couple earlier. She can cut this down to a 3-point ball game. One possession with these free throws. First one, good. She'll have one more. It's a 12-8 ball game. Looking to cut it to 3. Crunk's coming back in. Out will come Melton. 2.5 left to go here in the first quarter. 4-point York lead. And better make that a 3 as Colson knocks the second one down, and it's 12-9. York moving right to left, now throws it away, picked off by Phipps. Phipps out to Webb. Webb's going to kick it back up to Phipps. Phipps with the basketball. Over to Webb. Webb right side, back up front to Phipps. And York with a turnover. Livingston with the basketball. They'll give it off to Colson, and Colson's going to be fouled by Reagan. And Michaela's picked up her second, and that's going to get Lily off the bench. And Lily Cancer will check in, and out will go Reagan, and she's picked up her second personal here with 2:11 left to go in the first quarter. York with a pretty deep bench. They'll work it in this time to Hayes. Back up now quickly. They'll go to Phipps. Phipps with the basketball. Phipps working out front. Phipps gives it off to Colson. Colson with the basketball. Colson looking nobody to go to. Gives it up to Phipps. Phipps going to drive in, back out. Gives it up now to Webb. Webb's going to drive in. Kicks it off to Colson. Colson drive in, has it stripped and stolen. Hull comes up with it. Millie with the basketball looking for some help. Gives it out to Johnson, and Johnson will bring it with 98 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. York with the ball in a 3-point lead. Johnson going to take it herself. Drives, puts it up, and she's going to be bumped foul by Colson. As Leslie Riddle wanted to know why there was no foul on the other end, but no call by the official. But now Haley going to go to the line. Haley will have a pair of them. That'll be Colson's first of the ball game. Free throw good by Johnson. Haley with a nickel in here in the first quarter. Can go to her 6 points with 91 seconds to go in the quarter. Second one, no good. From the iron, rebound pulled by Hayes, and here comes Livingston Academy. Phipps on the run. Phipps in the front court, gives it over to Colson. Colson down inside to Crunk. Crunk puts it up, no good. Rebound Hayes, and Hayes is going to be fouled by Beatty, and Beatty's got her second. York's getting a lot of fouls here in this first quarter. Well, that's our 7th already. So that should be actually 1-1 now for Hayes. Susanna Hayes will come in as Beatty comes out. And back in comes Lefevue, and Livingston a couple of substitutions. Didn't get those. We'll get them here in a minute. We see Milton back in the game. Also Asbury. Free throw by Hayes. No good. Rebound pulled by Hull. Hull with the ball over to Johnson. And York with a 4-point lead in the ball and 75 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Ball goes over to Smith. Smith with the basketball. Sage out front. Backs out. Gives it over to Canancer. Lilly going to work it right side. Gives it back up front now to Sage. Sage Smith with the ball over to Lefevue. Lefevue going to leave for Johnson. Johnson with the ball way out front. Backs it up, resets it. 50 seconds left to go here in quarter number 1. York with the ball and the lead by 4. Now Johnson going to go inside the Hull. Hull's going to drive, puts it up, no good. And we're going to have a blocking foul on number 12, Milton. That's her second. And Coach Riddle might have a gripe there. That looked like a wall, but Hull's going to get to go to the line. So Millie with a chance here for 2. Can put this back up to a lead of 6. Front end good. 14-9 your score. Back in comes Colson. Out will go number 12, Milton. Back of the line, Hull. Millie, good. Millie, an excellent free throw shooter. 6-point York lead now with 35 seconds to go in the first quarter. Out front, Asbury. Asbury, alley-oop to a Crunk, picked off by Johnson. Johnson read that one like a cheap novel and pulled away with it and comes the other direction. Johnson with the basketball. Way out front, York will probably go for the last shot, leading by 6 as working up Johnson. And Johnson's going to be hammered by Crunk. Johnson will work it in from the side. It'll be Hull to bring it in. Millie will work over and work the ball in. 18.5 seconds. York will bring it in backcourt to Johnson. York going to go for the last shot. Out front is Johnson. Johnson goes up to Hull. Hull with the ball. Hull gives it out to Canancer. Canancer with the ball. 8 seconds. Lilly looks 3. Oh, Lilly put it down twice. York turns it over. 5.9 seconds to go here in the first quarter. And Livingston Academy with the ball and a chance to cut in. It's down 3 seconds. Asbury drives, puts it up, no good. Rebound Lefevue, and we're through 1. End of 1. The York Lady Dragons lead the Livingston Lady Wildcats 15-9.
The saying goes, new year, new you. Did you know the number one resolution made every year revolves around staying healthy? As a part of your healthcare team, MetaThrift wants to make sure we provide you with ways to meet your goals. One of those ways is to help you take the right medications at the right time. So let us organize them for you with our convenient MedPack strip packaging. MedPacks organize your medications by date and time of day and places them in easy-to-open pouches. This year, stay on track and never miss a dose. The best part, this service is free. For more information, call MetaThrift at 879-8133.
Between college visits, applications, and securing financial aid, we know that preparing for college can be stressful. That's why Twin Lakes is here to help. Twin Lakes is proud to partner with the Foundation for Rural Service to offer scholarship opportunities for graduating seniors. Visit www.twinlakes.net for more information. Don't wait. Applications must be submitted by March 6th, so apply today.
Some restrictions apply. See the application for full eligibility rules.
Here we go, quarter number 2. York with a 6-point buffer to start this second quarter. York will come back with Reagan, Johnson, Beatty, Lefew, and Smith. The starting five back on the floor for Livingston Academy. They'll come back with Phipps, Colson. They got Crunk. They've got Asbury and Hayes in the ball game. Lefew will work it in. York to start the second quarter will have the basketball. Ball works in this time to Johnson. Johnson will bring it across the timeline. Johnson gives it over to Lefew. Lefew at the elbow, looking for some room. Gives it off now to Smith. Sage with the ball. Sage gives it up now to Lefew. Lefew way out front. Lefew looking to drive. Spins in the lane. Puts up the jumper. Good. Ellie with a tough shot. Makes 5 for her on the night. And York by 8. Back the other way will come Colson with the basketball. Colson back out front to Asbury. Off to Crunk. Inside to Hayes. Hayes the jump hook too hard. Rebound fall for it. It comes out to Phipps, who on the floor makes a great play out to Asbury. Good hustle by Phipps. They'll give it off to Hayes. Hayes almost stripped and stolen by Reagan. Reagan's got to be careful. She's got a couple in this one already. Ball gives it over to Hayes. Hayes with the basketball. Hayes out front now to Phipps. Phipps kicks it over to Crunk. Crunk with the basketball. Crunk back out to Asbury. Asbury a long three. Bank no good, and saved in by Colson. Good hustle by Colson as she saves it in. Tried to actually bounce it off Beatty, but it did bounce and went right to Asbury. With now Colson. Colson drives in, kicks it out. Asbury wide open again. Fires up the three. No good. Ran down the corner by Sage Smith. Sage on the run. Sage long pass up now to Beatty. Gabby with the ball, looks to drive, backs it out, gives it to Lefew. Inside to Johnson. Johnson, the little jump hook, no good. Rebound tipped, and it's out of bounds off of Livingston Academy. Returning to the lineup will be Keaton Webb. Webb will come in for Phipps. Phipps give him some good minutes. Did some really good hustle out there. York with the basketball. They'll work it in. As Johnson looks to bring it in, lobs it in to Lefew. Lefew has to run it down. Lefew with the ball. Looking inside for Beatty. Can't get it to her. Now Lefew looking to spin. Will drive in. Takes it all the way to rack and travels with it. They say Lefew took a step. And back the other way will come York with the basketball. York with an 8-point lead and the ball. In the front court will come Asbury. Left side to Colson. Colson around top of the key to Hayes. Now off to the right side. Now back top of the key to Webb. Webb going to drive in, take the short jumper, pulled up short on, gets her own rebound, goes up, has it rejected by Lefew. Lefew with the block, and here come the Lady Dragons. On the run, Johnson drives, stops, gives it out to Beatty. Beatty from downtown drains it. Gabby Beatty from all the way downtown drops that one home. She's got 8, and we got a timeout as York takes a 20-9 lead.
Ventures Farmers Co-op, your local hometown store, proudly supporting our hometown Buffaloes and Dragons. Co-op wishes you a winning season, one game at a time. Co-op, your first choice for farm, home, lawn and garden, and a gift shop for giving and decorating needs. Co-op, serving this area for 70 years with quality products. That's your Co-op, located just 2 miles south of Jamestown.
And back here at York Institute, where the Lady Dragons have pushed it out to a double-digit lead, their first double-digit lead of the night. They lead at 20-9 with 5:41 left to go here in quarter number 2. It'll be Livingston basketball. Crunk going to work it in this time to Asbury. Asbury with the basketball. Asbury out front. Looking to drive, drives in, puts up the floater too hard off the backboard. Rebound pulled away by Reagan. Reagan out to Johnson, and Johnson will bring it. Phipps going to re-enter the lineup. Johnson with the basketball. They give it down low to Lefew. Lefew going to power it up, no good. Gets her own rebound, goes back up and sticks it home. Good job by Ellie Lefew. She's got 7 on the night, and the Lady Dragons up by 13. Back the other way, Livingston with the basketball. They'll give it over this time to Crunk. Crunk with the ball out front. Crunk off to Colson. Colson drops to Asbury. Asbury going to send him back over to Colson. Colson inside to Hayes. Back out to Colson, and Colson was cutting the other way, and they'll throw it in the cheap seats. Turnover by Livingston Academy. Hayes will come out, and back in will come Melton. York will get Lefevue out. Back in will come Hall. 4:49 left to go here in quarter number 2. Headed toward halftime of this one. York with a 13-point advantage in this matchup between two old rivals. Now Beatty will drive in, tries to put up, loses the handle on it, and it comes away Livingston Academy with the basketball. Colson on the run. Colson driving coast to coast, had it stripped out at the last moment. Good hands by the Rock on that one. They'll give it out and driving in, putting it up. No good. Crunk. Rebound taken away by York, and they'll slow it down. Coming in for Livingston Academy will be Leah Kate Clark will come into the game. Driving Johnson. Johnson up good, and she's fouled. Count it for the Rocket, and Comet has got now 7 on the night. Will go for the natural 3. And I didn't get who the player was on the foul on that one, and they're not putting them up on the clock, so I'm not going to know who that one was. We'll get that at halftime. Free throw good as Haley makes the natural 3. Back in will come Lily. Lily comes in with a 16-point lead, and York on a run here in this one as Livingston yet to score in the quarter. York outscoring them right now 10-0 in this quarter. Phipps with the ball, gives it over this time to Webb. Back up to Phipps. Off to Melton. Melton down low to Clark. Clark, the little jumper good. Clark steps in, drills first 2 of the half. Second quarter for the ladies from Livingston Academy. Hall with the ball, long pass up to Beatty. Beatty gives it over to Johnson. Johnson for a 3, good. The Comet with 3 more. The Lady Dragons by 17. 3:39 left to go in the quarter. Phipps the other way. Blevins getting ready to check in the ball game. Ball goes over there again to Clark. Clark, the little jumper, no good. Rebound Johnson. Johnson going to push it. Johnson with the basketball. Johnson all the way down. Now Johnson going to drive, cut off, gives out to Canancer for the jumper. No good. Rebound pulled by Livingston Academy. Long pass up to Clark. Make that number 23. Driving in now is number 23 is, let's see, I don't have 23 on my roster. I'll have to get that at halftime as well. Driving in was Melton, and Melton had it stripped by Johnson and tied up. Good hands by Johnson. And that'll be Blevins checking in. Blevins will check in, and out will go Smith. Sage comes out, so York with a little bit bigger lineup now. Ball comes in to Phipps. Phipps with the ball. Phipps working out front. Schultz going to enter the lineup in a minute. Lauren will check in for the first time. Phipps with the ball, gives it over now to number 23. Now they'll give it out to Webb. Webb for a long 3 ball, no good. Tipped out by Livingston Academy and ran down by Phipps. Phipps to Webb, and Webb with the basketball. 2.5 minutes left to go here in the half. Livingston with the basketball, trailing by 17. They've been outscored only 2 points, 13-2 here in this quarter. Ball goes down the corner now with the ball. Number 23 gives it back up front to Phipps. Phipps with the basketball. Driving down, number 23 gives it over to Clark. Clark with the ball, back out front now to Phipps. Phipps for a 3, in and out, no good. Rebound Melton, and Melton's going to be fouled. Melton's going to be fouled. We'll have to see who they call that one on. That'll go against the Lady Dragons, number 12, Lily Canancer, her first of the ball game. And Phipps will go to the line for a pair of them here. First one, no good, back of the iron. Line drive, that one. Sage going to come back in for Gabby, and Lauren will come in for Lily. Lauren showed in for the first time. Sage Smith back in the ball game, still a 17-point lead. Melton hits the second one. Gets the shooter's hop on that second, so Melton gets 1 out of 2. And Johnson with the ball comes the other way. Johnson in the front court. Johnson drives down, tried to get it over to Smith, and it's thrown away. Livingston Academy will get it back after the turnover by York. 2 minutes exactly left to go here in the first half. York on top 28-12. Livingston only 3 points in this quarter. Front court will come Phipps. Phipps works it over. Gives it off low to Clark, and Clark can't handle the pass. They say, oh, off of York. I don't see how they got that one off of York. That's a bad call there. They missed that one. Ball's going to be lobbed in. Melton with the ball. Melton's going to put it up. No good. Rebound, Isabella. Izzy B clears the boards, and here come the Lady Dragons. York with the ball and the 16-point advantage with 98 seconds to go here in the first half of play. With the ball out front is Johnson. Johnson working it way out front. Gives it over to Show. Show almost loses the handle. Gets it back. Looks for some help. Picks up her dribble. Gives it over to Smith. Sage with the ball. Works it around top of the key. Sage going to drive all the way down. Put up the little fall-away jumper. No good. Rebound going to be jump ball for Livingston and York. Are tying up, I believe, Hull. And they're going to whistle that against Livingston Academy. So Clark going to pick up her first. I thought that was going to be a jump ball, but they call a foul against Livingston. York with the ball. They're looking to work it in. They'll give it in, throws it away. Picked off by Melton. Melton going to take it on the run. Drives all the way in and lays it up and in. Melton doing her best for REO Speedwagon, taking it on the run on that one. And with the basketball now and a minute to go here in the first half, it's York with the ball. Out front is Johnson. Johnson will back it out. York will probably go for the last shot, leading by 14. York has outscored Livingston Academy 13-5 here in this quarter. Johnson going to work it in, gives it off to Smith. Sage for a three, no good. Long rebound, good hustle by Hull. Gives it out to Johnson for a three, no good. Rebound taken away by Blevins. Good board work by the Lady Dragons. Out to Smith. Smith will drive. She's fouled and counting. Sage going to go to the line for the and one. Going for the natural three as Hayes going to re-enter the lineup. And I didn't see they called that one on either. We're going to have to check all the foul situation here at half as free throw by Smith is good. Sage nothing but the bottom of the cup. York leads it by 17. We got 25 seconds to go in the half. Livingston with the ball. They'll give it over to Clark. Clark off to number 23. I'll go get 23's name at halftime. She wasn't on the roster they gave me, as now the ball out front is Phipps. 10 seconds. Livingston will start their offense. They'll come around, look for somebody. Can't get it domain out to Clark. Clark to jumper, no good. And rebound by Smith, and that's your half. Halftime of this one. At the half, it is York 31, Livingston Academy 14. We'll be back in just a moment. Our halftime stats brought to you by the good folks at Showtime Ford. Folks, Fords are cheaper in the country, so head on over to Wartburg. Back after this.
Are you looking for a dealership that is big on honesty and integrity? Are you looking for a dealership that treats you like family? Or maybe you're just looking for the best deal. Well, folks, look no further. Hello, everyone. This is Melissa Sales. My husband, Derek, and I would like to invite you to the all-new Showtime Ford in Wartburg. Yes, we know it's 2020, but we have some leftover 219 units that just need to go, like a new 219 Ford Expedition with discounts up to $12,000, or a 219 Ford Escape with up to $6,000 off. And if it's an Edge you're looking for, we have savings of $7,500. And let's not forget about America's best-selling truck, the Ford F-150, with discounts up to $7,000. Here at Showtime Ford, we offer award-winning parts and service department with knowledgeable staff ready to handle all of your parts and service needs. Remember, folks, if you're looking for a car, we're the best by far. Need a truck? We can hook you up. So come on by the all-new Showtime Ford. Give us a call at 1-877-NEW-FORD or visit us online at ShowtimeFord.com.
Back here now on the Showtime Ford halftime. As we're at halftime of this one, let's take a look at the halftime stats. Taking a look at the scoring, first of all, for York, they got Gabby Beatty with 8, 7 for Ellie Lefew, 11 in the game for Haley Johnson, 3 for Sage Smith, 2 for Millie Hall. It was for Livingston Academy, Keaton Webb with 2. Annabeth Colson, 4. Leah Milton, 4. 2 for Leah Kate Clark, and 2 for Kaylee Asbury. And we did find out I had the number wrong. It was number 23 is Hannah Westmoreland. She didn't score in that first half. The York Lady Dragons led at the end of 15-9. They outscored Livingston Academy by 16-5 in the second quarter, and lead here at the halftime. They pulled out to a 31-14 lead. We're at halftime of this one. While we got a break, we'll take a timeout, and we'll be back in a few minutes for the start of the second half. So we're getting set for the second half. York with a big buffer here to start this second half. They lead 31-14. They outscored Livingston in that last quarter 16-5 and blew what was a 6-point game out to a 17-point lead here at the half. And Livingston Academy trying to find a way to get back into this one, while York trying to keep the pressure on and stay in that one of the top 3 spots in the district. The winner of this one moves into that number 3 spot all by their little lonesome. So this was a big game for both of these teams, and the Lady Dragons right now are in command of it and hope to stay in command of it and pick up a win that will make them the number 3 seed in the district coming up as the rest of the season concludes. Now, still a lot of district games, though, the rest of the season. As a matter of fact, I think York has one game that's not a district game the second half of the season. So they got a lot of them back-to-back here. As York with the basketball out front, it's going to be Johnson. You got Johnson, Lefevue, Beatty, Smith, and Reagan. Sage with the ball right side. Sage Smith gives it up front now to Reagan. Reagan off to Smith. Smith with the basketball. Smith working it out front. Sage with the ball. Gives it inside to Lefevue. Lefevue looking for a cutter. Gives it to Reagan. Reagan will drive around. Works it to the right side. Reagan with the basketball. Looking for help. Goes inside to Beatty. Beatty trying to post up. Goes across. Wide open. Smith for the layup. Good look by the freshman to get it wide open. Sage Smith. And the Lady Dragons are up 33-14. Livingston's Crunk with the basketball. You got Crunk. You got Colson. You got Asbury, Webb, and Milton. Actually, Clark in the ballgame. Milton with 3 fouls not in to start the second half. Colson with the ball. Gives it out front to Crunk. Crunk with the ball. Nowhere to go with it. Gives it up now to Webb. Webb against Reagan. Gives it over to Asbury. Off now to Clark. Clark back up front now to Asbury, and Asbury will reset it. Asbury right side. They'll go inside to Crunk. Crunk puts up the jumper. Rims out. No good. But the rebound's going to go off of Ellie Lefevue out of bounds. York by 19. Livingston with the basketball. It'll be Asbury to bring it in. Asbury looking for somebody now. Let's kick it out to Webb. Webb for a wide open tray. Drops it down. And Keaton Webb, I believe that's the first 3 ball of the night hit by Livingston Academy. And it cuts to a 16-point ball game. And Coach Michael Green not happy with that. Calls timeout. Timeout on the floor with 6.5 left to go here in quarter number 3. It's York 33, Livingston 17.
The Gary Maxwell Insurance Office offering area insurance is located at 300 West Central Avenue in Jamestown. Get a free quote for your home, auto, life, or business with no obligation to buy. Call 879-1251. Shane Beatty, Katie Cooper, Tammy Robbins, and Brad Rains agents, along with Jeff Robbins, manager, will be happy to assist you. That's Gary Maxwell Insurance, located 300 West Central Avenue with locations in Livingston, Cookeville, and Gainesboro.
York with the basketball. They'll work it in. Johnson with it now. Johnson to the right side. Gives it off to Beatty for a 3. Good. Gabby Beatty red hot tonight. She's got 11 on the night. And the Lady Dragons now push their way out to a lead of 19 again. With the basketball, Colson. Colson kicks it out front. It'll be Asbury with the basketball. Asbury. Over now to Colson. Colson going to drive, put up the runner. No good. Rebound, Gabby Beatty. Beatty off to Johnson, and Johnson going to bring it. Johnson into front court. Johnson with the ball over to Beatty. Beatty off to Lefevue. Lefevue out front working against Clark. Gives it over to Beatty. Beatty drops it off to Johnson, and Johnson will reset it. These two freshmen folks have come a long way since the start of the season. You can tell they're a lot more comfortable out there on the floor now. As with the basketball, Gabby Beatty works it down the right side out to Johnson. Johnson cross court to Reagan, tipped away. Good hands that time by Webb, and they take it away, and Webb almost thrown away, but Colson runs it down for Livingston Academy. Got to Asbury. Asbury tried to get it to Webb, and it was had to be run down by Colson. They'll work it right side this time, giving it up to Colson. Colson with the ball. Colson going to drive in, turns it over. Colson threw it right to Johnson. Johnson's got a 2-on-1, gives it over to Reagan. Reagan up and going. The Rock with her first 2 of the night, and York by 21. Livingston the other way with the basketball. Front court is Asbury. Asbury picks up her dribbles. Got to get some help. Gives it over to Colson. Colson with the ball. Hayes, Milton, and Phipps getting ready to come in. And got a kick ball on York, so that gives it back to Livingston. Gets the substitutes in now. Coach Leslie Riddle trying to find somebody that can stop this York onslaught. So far hasn't had any answer for the Lady Dragons. With the ball out front is the Livingston Academy. They'll work it over to Webb. Webb going to give it to Asbury. Asbury going to drive in, puts up the jump hook. No good. Rebound, Hayes back up and going. Hayes with a follow-up gets the 2. As coming in the game will be Hull. Hull will check in. York by 19. They've doubled up Livingston Academy, 38-19 your score. Front court is Johnson. Johnson works it around the left side. Johnson kicks it back out front to Smith. Smith drives over, double teamed, kicks it up, stolen by Webb. Webb read that one, and Webb comes the other way with it. Webb over to Melton. Melton's going to drive and miss the layup. Webb had the layup, couldn't get it to go, and clearing it will be Lefevue. A little bit of pressure now put on by Livingston Academy. They're coming out and meeting the ball at midcourt. And really some straight-up man-to-man, coming heavy pressure man-to-man. As Westmoreland getting ready to check back in for Livingston Academy. With it now is Lefevue. Lefevue drives off the glass and good. Ellie Lefevue with 2 more. Lefue's got 9 on the night. And it's back to a 31-point lead. A 21-point lead, I should say. I'm not a math major, folks. Ball goes inside. They'll kick it out to Phipps. Down in the corner to Webb. Webb will drive, and Webb will score. Livingston Academy starting to pick up the intensity a bit. Cut it to 19, but 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. That is a long way for them to go and not a long time to get there. As they got the ball over this time to Beatty. Beatty down inside to Lefevue. Lefevue back out to Beatty. Beatty looks 3 now, goes back inside to Lefevue. Lefevue will power it up, no good. Rebound tipped, and it's going to be out of bounds off of York. Okay, it looked like somebody went over the back of Smith and tipped that one out of bounds, but they say it goes off of York. So Livingston Academy will get it. They've got that bandit syndrome right now. They got a long way to go and a short time to get there, so they're going to have to make a run at it here if they're going to get back into this when they trail by 19. Ball goes down in the corner for Livingston. With the ball is Webb. Inside to Hayes. Hayes blocked by Blevins, but Isabella going to pick up the foul. Izzy B's first of the ball game, and that'll send to the line Hayes. And one thing you don't want to do is foul because that gives them a chance to score with the clock not running. 41-20 the score. But Livingston Academy missed another free throw. Livingston on the night has missed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 free throws on the night. Wouldn't put them in the game, but would get them closer. Second one good. Just 1 out of 2. 40-22. York on top of Livingston Academy by 18. Coming in the front court will be Johnson, walking it up slowly. Johnson with the basketball. Johnson drives the left side, gives it off to Smith for a 3. No good. Rebound tipped around. Great job by Millie Hull to tip it over to Blevins, who will put it in. Izzy B with her first 2 of the night, and York goes back up now by 20. With the ball driving in, we're going to have a foul, I believe, either on Hull or Smith, 1. They're going to whistle Sage for her second. Livingston will work it in. 2:02 left to go in the quarter. Ball goes down in the corner, this time to Hayes. Back up now to Westmoreland. She'll leave it for Phipps, and Phipps will set it up. 42-22, York by 20. With the ball is Livingston again. They're working underneath to Webb. Webb puts it up and in. Nice pass from Westmoreland to Webb, who gets the 2. Webb now at 9 points on the night. 42-24. She's pacing the Lady Cats. Johnson with the basketball, works it in. Johnson going to work it back up. Johnson going to look to drive, gives it over to Smith. Sage with the ball. Sage drives down, gives it over to wide open Beatty for another 3, and that's another 3 cutting down as Gabby now with 14 on the night, and that is her 4th 3 ball on the night. So Gabby, another great night shooting the ball. Livingston with the ball. They'll kick it up front now to Westmoreland, who'll try her own 3, no good. Rebound Johnson, good board work, but then Johnson's tied up. Good hustle by Westmoreland. And Westmoreland with the tie-up gives it back to York on the out-of-name possession. Johnson will check out as back in the game will come Canancer. 1 minute left to go in this third quarter. York by 21. Livingston to work it in. LA gets the ball in to Clark, who puts it up and in. I'll make that Hayes. Hayes with a little jumper. Hayes has got a nickel in the quarter. And it's down to a 19-point game with 50 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. You're going to back it out. Smith with the ball. Westmoreland will come out again. Now Smith going to drive in, give it out to Hull, off to Canancer. Canancer back up front to Smith. 35 seconds left to go in the quarter. Smith going to drive in, give it off to Hull. Hull from the free throw line. The jumper's good. Millie's got 4 on the night, and it's 47-26. Back the other way. Webb going to drive the lane. Little runner, no good. Rebound tipped around. It goes off of Livingston out of bounds. You're going to get it back with 20.7 seconds to go. Schode will come in for Blevins. Hall will put it into play, works it into Smith. Sage trying to work it up. Sage working the sideline, going to be push fouled by Webb. Webb's got her first of the night. And York got a break there. Had they not called that, it was bounced off Sage's foot and out of bounds. So Sage gets the ball inbounds. We'll bring it up. Sage with the basketball, looking for his help, gives it up to Canancer. Canancer off to Schode. Schode underneath, picked off. Milton read that one, picks it off, and back comes Livingston Academy. In the front court, Westmoreland. Westmoreland put it up, blocked by Smith, and that'll end the third quarter. We're through 3. The York Lady Dragons with a 21-point buffer as we head to final frame, leading 47-26.
Don't sweat the cold this winter. Carrier has a complete line of home heating products to keep your family comfortable this season without burning your budget. With smart temperature management and remote access options, it's easier than ever to control your home's climate and reduce utility bills without sacrificing comfort. For more complete comfort and greater peace of mind, call Conditioned Heating and Cooling. Carrier, turn to the experts. Call Conditioned Heating and Cooling today and ask about our financing options.
Conditioned Heating and Cooling.
Confidence, the one word you have to have when you choose a pharmacy. And Clark Range Drug Center has worked hard to earn yours. Whether filling a prescription or giving advice on non-prescription medicine or health and beauty aids, Clark Range Drug Center is the place to go for expert advice. Clark Range Drug Center, always earning your confidence.
Final frame of this one, in York with a 21-point lead heading into quarter number 4. Lady Dragons looking to improve to 11-6 on the season and 4-3 in district play and take sole possession of that number 3 spot in the district. With the ball now is Smith. Sage going to work it across the timeline. Picked up there by Webb. Out jumps Westmoreland, but down quickly they'll go to Lefevue. Lefevue with the ball. Back up front to Smith. You got Hull, Reagan, Johnson, Smith, and Lefevue in the game. Out front, Smith. Lobs it underneath, knocked away, stolen. Good hands by Hayes. Got it out to Milton. Milton gives it over this time to Webb. Webb off to the left side now, drives down. Gives it back out front to Milton. Now over to Asbury. Asbury tried to go underneath, picked off. Good hands by Millie Hall. Here comes York the other way. Front court, they'll give it over to Smith. Smith with the basketball. Smith back out front to Johnson. We got 7 minutes left to go here in regulation. Colson will check in a moment before Livingston game. Ball goes underneath the Lefevue. Lefevue double team, puts it up. No good. Rebound Livingston Academy's Webb. Webb going to take it on the run. Webb with the basketball. Gets down in the front court, goes over to Asbury. Asbury inside to Melton. Melton's turnaround jumper, no good. Trying to save it in was Hayes, but it's out of bounds. Colson and Crunk checks in. Webb and Westmoreland will come out. York with the basketball and a 21-point lead with 6:44 to go. As the clock, York's best teammate right now. Long pass in the front court. Johnson over to Lefevue. Lefevue off to Smith, and Smith will back it out. Give it over to Johnson. Back to Smith. Smith works it out front. Gives it over to Lefevue. Lefevue drops it inside to Johnson. Johnson back out to Lefevue. To Smith. Smith drops it low to Millie Hall. Can't get the shot to go. Gets her own rebound, though, and it's knocked out of bounds. Good job by Hayes to tape it away. Good pass there by Sage Smith down to Hull. Hull just can't get the shot to drop. 6:18 to go in this one. Ball comes into Johnson. Johnson double teamed. Now has it stripped and taken away. They say travel. And Coach Green got a right to be upset about that one, as there was a swatting going on everywhere in that one. With the basketball out front is Crunk. Gives it over to Colson. Colson down inside to Hayes. Hayes going to take it up strong, and Hayes is going to be fouled by Hall. Millie's second of the ball game. At the line will be Hayes. Hayes can cut this back now to a 19-point game. York has led this one pretty much throughout. Pillar to post as the free throw no good. Livingston has left 7 of those at the line. 7 points. You're still down by a dozen, though, but a couple of those are front end as ones and ones. So free throw good. She hits 1 out of 2 again. And it's a 20-point York lead. As Smith with the ball, Smith's going to be fouled. And if that's Melton, that's 4 on Melton. It is. So Melton on the brink of extinction in this one. And it will be York ball to work in just under 6 minutes. Livingston some full court pressure. Ball comes into Johnson. They'll trap her in the corner. And we got blocking foul on Colson. Colson picks up her third. Gabby Beatty will re-enter for York. Against the full court pressure, never taking that corner. Got to be careful taking the ball in the corner. When you do, that allows the team to trap you, and it's like having 4 on you because you got 2 sidelines and 2 players. Now long pass up to Beatty. Gabby going to bring it in the front court easily. Holds up. Looks straight, gives it off to Johnson. Johnson looking to make a move, bounces off of Hayes, and Hayes going to be called for the foul. Hayes got her first of the night, and Johnson will go to the charity stripe. It'll be Haley at the line. First one, good. The Comet with a dozen on the night. That's her first points, though, in the second half. Looking for 13 on the night. Has got it. Haley with both ends of it, 49-27. York with the lead. Livingston with the basketball. Asbury in the front court. Asbury lobs it underneath to Melton. Melton, a little turnaround, won't go. Melton's had a tough night. Then on the rebound, we're going to have a foul on. That's Melton. That's it for Melton. Melton's going to get some pine time as she fouls out of the ball game. She fouls out with 5:39 to go in the game. So there's our first casualty of this one. As Melton fouls out, and in the lineup will come Webb back in. 49-27, Livingston Academy just having Melton foul out. York now with the basketball. Coming up, Beatty. Gabby in the front court. Gabby going to drive down, looks for Smith, gives it out to Johnson. Johnson will drive around top of the key. Give it over to Smith. 5.5 minutes to go. York up by 22. Ball goes over to Hull. Hull has to run it down. Back up front now to Smith. Smith with the ball. Sage over to Gabby. Beatty going to get back out front now to Johnson, and Johnson will reset it. Johnson with the ball. 5:10 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Gives it over to Hull. Hull back over to Johnson. Johnson with the ball. Drives the lane. Puts up the runner. Goes. Johnson with 15 on the 9 now, and York up by 24. Lady Dragons going to improve to 11-6 on the season, and more importantly, 4-2 in district play. While Livingston Academy is going to fall to 11-10. Now firing out of the corner, Webb, no good. Rebound Hayes, and 3-3 in district play. With the ball is Crunk. Crunk gives it out front now to Webb. Make it Asbury. Asbury with the ball now off to Webb. Lily Canancer getting ready to come in. Webb's going to make a nice move, drive and lay it up and in. Webb's got a double digits on the night for Livingston Academy, the only player for Livingston in double digits. York right now has a couple of players in double digits. A couple right at the verge of it. Now Johnson going to drive. Johnson has it stripped from behind, but it's going to be knocked out of bounds. Johnson will come up with it, laying on the floor. They knocked it out of each other's hand. Livingston did, and Johnson comes up with it. Timeout on the floor with 3:56 to go. It's 51-29. York.
Whether you're competing on the athletic field or working hard in the classroom, remember you have the support of First Volunteer Bank, the bank with personality. We're behind you 100% of the way. Good luck to all the area teams. Play tough and play fair. And remember, when it comes to helping you with your banking needs, we're First Volunteer Bank, the bank with personality. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
And now over and over, it's First Volunteer for you.
When it comes to watching sports, there's no telling what you'll hear.
No.
But when you order Pizza Hut for the game, you know exactly what you'll hear.
What the? Oh, that looks fantastic.
Your favorite pizza.
Ooh.
Those awesome wings.
What?
Plus sides and desserts.
Yeah.
All waiting at pizzahut.com. So order now, because no one out-pizzas the Hut.
Huh. What game?
Product availability, prices, participation, delivery areas, and charges and minimum purchase required for delivery may vary. Delivery charges not a driver tip.
Back to action. York with the basketball. Just under 4 minutes to go in this one. York by 22. They're working underneath Lefeview. Going to get a shot to go. Rebound Blevins. Back out front to Gabby Beatty. Now over to Canancer. They'll send it up front now to Johnson. Johnson with the basketball. Johnson looking to make a move. Drives down in the lane. Sends it out to Lefeview. Lefeview will drive in the lane. Put up the off-balance jumper. No good. Rebound tipped out. And they'll go out of bounds. Oh, no, wait a minute now. Livingston tipped that one out of bounds. Neither official, I don't think either official knew who tipped it out of bounds. That was obvious. Livingston tipped that one out of bounds, but York with a 22-point lead, not going to complain much about it. Webb with the ball, gives it over to Colson. Colson with it, drops it corner to Hayes. Hayes for a three ball, no good. Rebound is by Colson, up good, and she's fouled. Colson gets the loose ball, puts it in, and go for the natural three. That's going to go against the Lady Dragons, 32, Gabby Beatty. Gabby's third. Free throw by Colson. No good. Livingston's left a lot of those on the floor here tonight. They left a lot of points here on the floor from the free throw line. Johnson with the basketball. 3 minutes left to go in this one. York by 20. And York just backing out, taking her time. Now Johnson going to drive in, give it over to Beatty for another long three. That one's no good. Rebound pulled by Webb. Webb with the ball. Webb in the front court. Gives it off now to Asbury. Asbury drives, and she's going to be fouled. That'll go against Lily. Lily Canancer has her second personal. Going the line will be Asbury. Asbury looking for her third point of the night with the first one. First one, high. Archer will take the shooter's hopping in. York has led this one pillar to post on this one. They got outscored first and have never been trailing in this ball game. Second one, no good. As a matter of fact, never been tied. And on the rebound, it's going to be knocked out of bounds off of Livingston Academy. Sage Smith will come back in for Canancer. Lefty will bring it in. Looking for Johnson. Stibb will get it into Smith. Sage with the ball. Sage going to bring it easily into front court. Holds up, looks for some help. And we're going to have a foul on Livingston now. That'll go against Webb. That'll be her second. Neither team in the bonus. That's only the 5th team foul on Livingston, so York will get it back. They'll work it into Smith. Smith backward, long pass up to Beatty. Gabby right side goes inside to Lefty. Lefty going to spin, put it up, and she's going to be fouled. And they're going to whistle Hayes for that one. Hayes has got a pair of them on the 9 now. Looks like Hull's coming back in. Lefty, the free throw, no good. Ellie trying to break the double-digit mark. And Billy's going to get the shooter if Lefty can hit the second one. Second one, no good. Rebound taken away by Hayes. Hayes out to Webb. Webb, or make that Asbury. Asbury leaves it for Webb. Now Webb shot rejected by Johnson. Johnson's going to have a breakaway. Drives in, puts it up, scores, and she's fouled. Nice play by the Comet on that one. And I believe Webb's going to pick up the personal. She will. Webb picks up foul number 3. Reagan and Hall getting ready to come back in. Lefeview and Blevins will come out. York up by 21, looking for 22 if Johnson can hit this one. And rims out, no good. Rebound pulled by Crunk. Out to Asbury. Asbury front court, 2:15 left to go in the ball game. Long pass over to Crunk, knocked away, stolen by Johnson. Johnson with the steal. Johnson on the run. Johnson in the front court. Johnson will hold it up. Johnson looking for some help. Goes down low to Beatty. Gabby going to work it over to Hull. Hull back out to Smith. Sage will take a long pass down to Beatty. Beatty will start to power it up, but taken away from behind by Colson. Webb with the ball, gives it up. No, doesn't give it to Colson. Now gives it over to Colson. Colson off to Asbury. Asbury will drive, leave it over for Hayes. Back to Asbury, and Asbury will set it up. 90 seconds to go in this one. York going to improve to 11-6 on the season. Colson drives in, gives it out to Crunk for a 3. No good. Rebound we're going to have over the back going Hayes. Hayes going to be whistled for the free ride, and that'll be her third of the ball game. For York, you got Schote, Blevins, Canancer, and Tuttle coming in the ball game. And Millie Hall stay in there with them. York going to improve to 11-6 and 4-2 in district play, as they're going to take sole possession of the number 3 spot in the district. Hall hits the first one. We'll have one more. 79 seconds left to go in this one. Hall's second good. Millie drains them. She's got 6 on the night. And York with the basketball is Livingston. Out front, Crunk for 3. No good. Rebound, Blevins. Blevins off to Schote, and Schote will bring it. Gives it over to Tuttle. Tuttle with the ball now. Tuttle working it out front. Tuttle works it over, gives it up to Schote. Schote with the ball. Lauren with the ball, gives it over to Tuttle. Tuttle cross court hit for Lefeview, or for Canancer, but throws it too high, too hard, and turns it over. Back the other way comes Livingston with the ball. Driving in is Webb. Webb puts it up, no good. Rebound taken away by Canancer. Canancer brings it in front court, knocked the win out of bounds. 32 seconds left to go in the quarter. And trying to see here, we've got finals here from Clark Range. We'll get that score in a moment. Blevins gets the inbounds pass. Gives it over to go inside. Knocked away. It's out of bounds off of Hayes. As it will be with the basketball. Tuttle fired the three. No good. Rebound pulled away by Webb. Webb over to Livingston's Crunk. Crunk the three. In and out. No good. Rebound Hull. And that's probably going to be your final score. Now we're going to have it out of bounds off of York. And let's see. Clark Range tonight beating Red Bull and Springs 71-33. Not much like the first meeting between the two, as Clark Range wins this one pretty handily. He wins down Red Bull pretty handily. 3.2 seconds to go in this one. Clark Range with a huge win. Ball comes in down to 3 seconds. Livingston with it. We're going to have a foul on Canancer. 2.4 to go. Canancer will pick up the personal. Clark Range wins tonight 71-33. Ball comes in this time, firing up the three at the buzzer is Crunk, and that's your final. 55-32, your final. Clark Range, York beats Livingston Academy now 55-32. York takes sole possession of the number 3 spot in the district. Back in a few minutes.
Hello, this is Philip Hall at Hall Family Pharmacy. At the first of each year, many insurance companies will send out letters trying to direct customers to a preferred pharmacy, especially the chain pharmacies. Pharmacies pay to get their names on these letters and in turn then make the money back with insurance copays and gimmicks that negatively affect the consumer. This year has been no different. At Hall Family Pharmacy, we put a lot of effort into helping our patients find the best insurance plan for them and budgeting their medical expenses each year. We also work with credible insurance companies to obtain a preferred status when available to an independent pharmacy provider. If you receive such a letter, we can help. These letters are often inaccurate and the sender does not have your best interest in mind. Don't be a number at a big pharmacy. Be part of our family. We are proud to be a preferred hometown pharmacy. Come see us today at our locations in Jamestown or Clark Range. Shop local and break the chain of big box pharmacies. Choose Hall Family Pharmacy.
Quality workmanship and exceptional customer service have defined Southeastern Drywall and Construction of Jamestown. From custom-built homes, residential construction, remodeling to commercial construction, Southeastern Drywall and Construction is dedicated to providing the best quality at reasonable prices. We're also looking for good carpenters. Call Southeastern Drywall and Construction at 931-267-5435. A proud supporter of sports and education in our area.
The Gary Maxwell Insurance Office offering area insurance is located at 300 West Central Avenue in Jamestown. Get a free quote for your home, auto, life, or business with no obligation to buy. Call 879-1251. Shane Beatty, Katie Cooper, Tammy Robbins, and Brad Rains agents, along with Jeff Robbins, manager, will be happy to assist you. That's Gary Maxwell Insurance, located 300 West Central Avenue with locations in Livingston, Cookeville, and Gainsboro.
State Representative John Mark Wendell is happy to be a supporter of the Fentress County sports programs. Participating in sports enables our young people to learn responsibility, teamwork, and sportsmanship, as well as promoting physical fitness. Also, John Mark Wendell is grateful for the opportunity to serve as your state representative and encourages you to contact him or his staff anytime that he can be of assistance. The very best to the Fentress County sports teams for a successful season is the message from State Representative John Mark Wendell.
And back here where York wins tonight by a final of 55-32. And apologize if you're listening to the beginning game, having a little bit of technical difficulties down there. Hopefully we're back up and on that one. As we'll check with Jeremiah here at halftime. Let me give you another score. We have Clark Range girls tonight roll over Red Bull and Springs Not the ball game they had last Saturday night, as Clark Range won that one by 4, but they win tonight by 71-33. Clark Range annihilating Red Bull and Springs tonight. Now here, York, big win for them. They took that number 3 spot in the district with this 55-32 win. Scoring for the Lady Dragons, Haley Johnson, 17, 14 for Gabby Beatty, 9 in the game for Ellie Lefew, 6 for Millie Hull, 5 for Sage Smith, 2 each for Michaela Reagan and Isabella Blevins. For the Lady Wildcats, they were paced by Keaton Webb with 11, 6 for Annabeth Colson, 4 for Aaliyah Milton, 6 for Susanna Hayes, I should say, 2 for Lee K. Clark, and 3 for Kaylee Asbury. So halftime, or in between games now, as a big win for the York Lady Dragons here tonight as they beat a good team out of Livingston Academy and take sole possession of the number 3 spot in the district. So a big, big win for the Lady Dragons of York Institute as they beat Livingston Academy here tonight. We're going to take a timeout now and take a break and get some of our lineups for the second game. We got boys action coming up in just a few minutes. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with that in just a few. Livingston in this one. York will come into this one last year splitting with Livingston Academy as each team won at their place. And since 06, York is 1-21 against Livingston Academy. And before last year's win, Livingston had won 20 in a row against the Dragons. Now this season, both have played Upperman, both lost to Upperman, both played Smith County, both won those. Both played DeKalb County. York won that one. Livingston lost theirs. And Macon County, York won that one, and Livingston won that one as well. They both played Macon County. Now, district standings, Upperman's at 5-0. York and Cannon tied at 4-1. Actually, York has the advantage that they did win the head-to-head matchup. Watertown 3-2, Livingston 2-3, Smith 1-4, and Macon County 0-5. As we said, the Lady Buffaloes won tonight over at Red Bull and Springs by a final 71-33. Cassie had 18 points, Kaylee 16, Chloe 14, Lexi 9, Maddie 7, Mackenzie 4. Casey had 3 points in the game, and they hit 9 3-pointers in that game. Clark Range with 9 3-pointers in that win over Red Bull and Springs. Now here we're getting set for boys matchup, and this one should be a good one as well, as Livingston and York always has a good matchup when they meet in this one. We're getting ready, first of all, for the starting lineups for the Wildcats. They will start with Nick Schote, number 23. And that is, they'll also have Matthew Sales, number 5, Aubrey Hollers, and number 13, Will McDonald, your starting lineup for the visiting Livingston Academy Wildcats. If the name Will McDonald sounds familiar, because he was Mr. Basketball, or Mr. Football, I should say, for his division in Tennessee. He is the winner of the Mr. Football Award. And now it's time to meet your Dragons. They'll start out with Jonathan Headings. Headings been playing really well of late. He's come on as that 5th starter for the Dragons. They will come out with Nick Smith. St. Nick's got a big game tonight. Wreck-It Riley will come out, and Riley Cooper has been dominating inside this season. There's no way of stopping Noah Smith. He's going to have another good game tonight. And Roger Meadows, Roger that. He is the point production leader for the Dragons this season. The Dragons under the direction of Russell Tays. The Wildcats under Jimmy Miller. Time now to line them up, tip it off, and get it on. We got boys district AA action getting set to get underway. It will be Noah Smith to jump it up against Nate Carwile as the officials there. The toss is up. Livingston with the basketball. Carwile with the ball now. Carwile working it over to the right side. Livingston going left to right in this first quarter. Ball goes down inside to Schote. Back out now to McDonald to make that number 13 for the three. That is Will McDonald. Will McDonald with a 3 ball, and Livingston Academy, 2 ball, and Livingston Academy jumps out early. Livingston with a 2-0 lead. York with the basketball. They'll give it to Meadows for 3. Roger that. The Dragons take back the lead, 3-2. York girls rolling in their game tonight. Hammered Livingston Academy 55-32. Now back the other way, driving and having it blocked out of bounds is Matthew Sales. Sales tried to drive the lane, blocked out of bounds by Meadows, and they'll give it back to Livingston Academy. Sales to put it into play. Sales long pass out to Carwile. Down in the corner now to Hollers. Back up front to Carwile. Carwile with the basketball. Carwile gives it over to Hollers. Hollers with the basketball. Hollers leaves it now for Sales. Sales will take the 3 ball. No good. Rebound is by Headings. Headings gets it over to Noah Smith, and here come the Dragons. York with the basketball. Here comes York across the timeline. They'll send it over to Smith. Nick Smith with the ball. Back up front now to Meadows. Off to Noah Smith. Back to Meadows. Now to Nick Smith. Nick with the basketball. Gives it up to Noah. Noah down low. Wide open. Headings for the layup. Good look by Noah. Good cut by Headings, and the Dragons take a 5-2 lead. Livingston Academy with the basketball. Sales in the front court. Sales working it out front. Sales drives down in the lane all the way up, puts it up, no good. Rebound Meadows. Meadows going to bring it. Meadows with the basketball off to Noah Smith. He'll take the baseline jumper going. Noah stopping that as he drops it home, and it's a 7-2 York lead early. Livingston with the basketball. In the front court comes Carwile. Carwile with the ball. Carwile working it out front. Gives it over to number 13, McDonald. McDonald back up front now to Hollers. Hollers will drop it low to Carwile. Carwile back to Matthew Sales. Drives baseline, puts up the jumper. No good. Rebound Noah Smith. Smith will bring it out. Here come the Dragons. Gives it over to Meadows, and Meadows with the basketball. Roger with the ball. Gives it off to Noah. Noah for 3. No good. Rebound Cooper. Cooper out to Nick Smith. Nick will put it up. No good. Rebound this time by Matthew Sales. Sales for Livingston Academy will bring it up himself. 5 minutes in, or left to go in this quarter. 3 minutes in, and it's a 7-2 ball game. Livingston with the basketball. They'll give it up now to Hollers, and Hollers will drill a 3 ball. Aubrey Hollers with his first basket of the night. It's a 2-point ball game. York with the ball. Nick Smith in the front court. Workso gives up to Headings, top of the key. Now over to Cooper. Off to Meadows. Meadows for a 3. No good. Rebound pulled by Sales. Livingston Academy can tie or take the lead. Long pass up in the front court. Shooting up his Sales. McDonald with a 2 ball. McDonald's got 4, and we're tied at a 7 spot. With the ball now is York's Cooper. Cooper for the 3. No good. Rebound pulled this time by Hollers, and Hollers will bring the other way. Hollers with the ball. Hollers in the front court. Gives it over to McDonald. Make that Sales now back over to Hollers. Hollers tried to go underneath, knocked away, but coming up with it. Number 33 puts it up, no good. That was Choate missing the little jumper, and rebounding was Headings. York the other way. They'll give it over now to Noah Smith. Back up front to Meadows. Meadows off to Nick Smith. Nick Smith for a 3. St. Nick delivers. And the Dragons take back a 3-point advantage. 10-7 now with 3.5 minutes to go in the first quarter, as both teams coming out shooting pretty well to start this ball game. It'll be Hollers with the ball over to Carwile. He'll fire the 2. That one's short. Rebound Nick Smith. Nick going to bring it. Nick with the ball in the front court. Gives it over now to Cooper. Cooper off to Meadows. Meadows to Smith. Puts up 3. No good. Follow up by Nick Smith. Good. He's fouled. Nick got the rebound, and St. Nick adds another 2. And that'll be a foul on number 12, Matthew Sales. Nick will go for the natural 3 on this one. Nick toes the line. Fires and short. Rebound pulled by Livingston Academy. York up by 5 now. In the front court, Sales. Sales with the ball. Gives it over to Carwile. Carwile looking to make a move. Carwile working out front against Smith. Comes around the pick. Gives it over to McDonald for a 3. No good. Rebound pulled by Smith. Long pass up to Meadows. Meadows in the front court. Meadows going to drive in. He'll put up the floater. No good. Rebound pulled away by Sales. Sales with the basketball. Sales front court. Sales going to take it coast to coast. Lays it up and in. Nice move by Matthew Sales to make it a 3-point ball game. York the other way. Smith with the ball front court. Gives it over to Cooper. Cooper cross courts it to Nick Smith. Inside to Noah. Noah's going to take it up strong and score. Noah gets it down that low. He's almost instant. Back to a 5-point York lead. 2:15 left to go here in the first quarter. 14-9 your score. Sales for Livingston walks it across. Gives it up to Carwile. Carwile working way out front. Carwile comes around the pick. Now gives it over to Sales. Sales with the ball. Sales going to drive all the way in. Reverse layup good, and he's fouled. Count the basket, and that's going to go against York's Riley Cooper. Riley's first of the night, and that'll give Sales his 4th point. He'll go for the natural 3 to try to cut this to a 2-point game. 1:55 left to go in the first quarter, and we got some good action going here end to end. Sales at the stripe. Sales, the free throw is good. Sales has got a nickel on the night, and it's a 2-point Dragon lead, and York with the basketball. Nick Smith over to Meadows. Now off to Smith. Now over to Nick Smith. Nick back up front now to Meadows. Over to Noah Smith. Noah gives it back out front to Nick. 95 seconds left to go here in quarter number 1. York by 2. Ball goes over to Cooper. Cooper off to Smith. Noah with the ball. Cross courts it to Nick. Nick wide open for a 3. No good. Rebound pulled by Carwile. Carwile with the board. Here come the Wildcats. Livingston with the ball. About a minute and 15 seconds left to go here in quarter number 1. With the ball out front is Sales. Sales working. Sales will stop. Sales will pop. That's going to be no good. Bounces up over the back of the rim and back of the backboard and goes out of bounds back to York. 65 seconds left to go here in quarter number 1. York with the ball and a 2-point advantage. Front court is Meadows. Gives it over to Smith. Back over to Meadows. Meadows right side. Drives down and gives to Headings. Headings inside to Noah Smith. Noah with a reverse layup. Pretty move. Noah fake to his right. Come back to his left. He got the reverse layup. York by 4 with 42 seconds left to go in the quarter. Front court comes Hollers. Hollers with the basketball. Now working it out front. Hollers handling the point job of the work. Goes right side. Gives it down to McDonald. Back out front now to 21 and Carwile. Carwile looking to make a move. Gives it instead to Hollers. Back to Carwile. Carwile to Hollers. Now over this time to McDonald, and they'll go for the last shot with 10 seconds here in the first quarter. Ball goes to Sales. Sales looking to make a move. Sales going to drive the baseline. Double punch has his shot rejected. They're going to get Meadows for the foul. Roger blocked the shot, but swatted at it. When you swat at it, even if you don't make contact, they're going to whistle you 9/10 of the time. So that's going to send Sales to the line for a pair of them. He can cut it back to a 2-point game with 3.8 to go in the quarter. Free throws by Sales is good. Had a lot of arch on that one, but drops through, barely trickles the twine. As it's a 3-point game, and he can make it 2 with this one. Second one does. Sales has got 7 of their points here in the first quarter. Now back the other way. Long shot by Meadows. No good at the buzzer. We're through 1. End of 1. It's 16-14. York.
This is David Price, your Twin Lakes Business Solutions consultant, wishing you and your family a Happy New Year. At Twin Lakes, we have award-winning fiber broadband network providing superior solutions that allow local businesses to compete on a superior level. With speeds up to 1 gig, that's 1,000 megabits per second, you'll have capacity for cloud-based solutions, video conferencing, and IP phone systems, allowing your people to do what they do best. Start the year off right and give me a call at 931-405-3358 to make sure your business is ready to handle the new year.
Ventures Farmers Co-op, your local hometown store, proudly supporting our hometown Buffaloes and Dragons. Co-op wishes you a winning season, 1 game at a time. Co-op, your first choice for farm, home, lawn and garden, and a gift shop for giving and decorating needs. Co-op, serving this area for 70 years with quality products. That's your Co-op, located just 2 miles south of Jamestown.
Back to action. York with the ball to start quarter number 2 as they'll come back with the same ones who left the floor. It's the Smith brothers, also Headings, Cooper, and Meadows in the game. Livingston Academy has one change in their lineup, number 3 in the ball game. We'll get to him in a moment. Now Meadows firing for 3, no good. Rebound knocked away and taken away by number 3. That is Melton in the game. Melton goes all the way down, puts it up, and he's fouled by Nick Smith. Nick's going to pick up his first, and that'll send Eli Melton to the line to try to tie this ball game. Just starting the second quarter at 16-14. York on top by 2. And now Eli Melton has a chance to tie it up. Melton's first, no good. He can still cut it to a 1-point game if he can knock this one down. Second one, good. He hits 1 out of 2. 16-15, York by 1. Nick Smith with the ball. Nick in the front court, down the left side, pulls up, gives it up to Noah over to Roger, right side, down in the corner to Cooper. Back up front to Smith. Smith off to Meadows. Meadows gives it inside, knocked away by Sales, but coming up with it, Meadows. Meadows in the lane, puts it high off the glass and good. Tough shot by Roger, and the Dragons go up by 3. Just under 7 minutes here to go in quarter number 2, headed toward halftime of this one. With the basketball is McDonald. Back up to Sales. Sales over to McDonald. Wide open 3. We're tied. McDonald left wide open for the 3 ball at the top of the key, and it's an 18-18 ball game. York with the ball. Front court is Nick Smith. Gives it over to Meadows. Meadows off to Cooper. Cooper down the corner to Noah Smith. Noah back up front to Nick Smith. Nick backs it out. York will call out the play. They'll move it over to Roger. Back up front now to Nick. Now off to Riley Cooper. Cooper with the ball, right side. Cooper looking inside. Gives it out front instead to Nick. He'll fire the 3 short. Gets his own rebound, though. Goes back up and going. St. Nick follows his shot and gets the 2. And York goes back up by 2. York on top 20-18. 6 minutes left to go here in first half. York girls won easily tonight by a final of 55-32. Clark Range girls won tonight as well. With the basketball now is Sales. Sales way out front. Sales over to Hollers. Hollers drops it low to Schott. Schott looking drive, does drive, and he's going to be fouled by Headings. Jonathan going to pick up his first of the ball game. Team's 4th. Livingston will trigger from the baseline. They'll work it in. There's Schott up and in. Schott got the inbounds pass right under the basket, lays it up and in, and we're tied at 20 apiece. Jennings getting ready to come in for York. Now back the other way. Meadows drives all the way in off the glass. No good. Rebound tipped out of bounds off of Livingston Academy. Went off of Hollers. As coming into the game will be Jennings. Jacob Jennings comes in. And it'll be Meadows to bring it in. Meadows works it in to Noah Smith in the lane, and he's going to be fouled on the reach. And I think that'll go against Hollers. It does. Aubrey Hollers picks up foul number 1. And it will be Meadows to trigger it. Meadows lob pass into the front to Noah Smith. Now over to Nick Smith, right side. Nick with the basketball. Nick backs it out, resets it. Jennings in the game now, gives it over to Cooper. And off to Jennings. Jennings now to Nick Smith. Nick with the ball. Back up now to Noah. Noah for a 3. No good. Rebound taken away by Cooper or by Meadows, and Meadows back up and good. Roger now with 7, and the Dragons go up by 2. Back the other way. Long pass up to his Show. Show looking to go baseline. Spins in, kicks it out front instead to Sales. Or to Melton. Melton will fire the 3. No good. Rebound taken away by Noah Smith. Noah out to Meadows, and Meadows will bring it on the run. Roger in the front court. Off to Noah Smith. Noah's going to take it down, kick it back out to Roger. Meadows with the ball off to Smith. Nick going to drive it top of the key, backs it out. Smith with the ball, goes over to Meadows, right wing. Inside to Cooper. Cooper backs it out, and we're going to have a double dribble on Cooper. They call Cooper for the turnover, and it'll go back to Livingston Academy. 4:18 left to go here in quarter number 2. Headed toward halftime of this one. Livingston with the basketball. York with the lead. 4:10 left to go in the first half. York by 2. Ball goes over now to Milton. Back out front to Hollers. Hollers backing it up now. Gives it over to Sales. Sales around the pick. Fires the 3. No good. Rebound knocked around and coming up with it. Showed up and good. Showed falling to the floor. Puts it in, and we're tied at 22 apiece. Back to the way. Nick Smith off to Meadows. Meadows over to Cooper. Cooper lines up the 3. Riley knocks it down. Wreck-It Riley with the 3 ball, and it's a 3-point lead now for the Dragons. Big shot by Riley Cooper. Livingston with the basketball. LA in the front court, driving over right side to Hollers. Hollers looks to drive in, still gives it off to Sales. Sales will spin in the lane, drives down low, takes it himself and scores. Tough shot by Sales. He's got 9, and we got a 1-point ball game. York by 1 with the basketball. It was in the front court. Meadows going to fire the 3. Roger that. Roger knocks down the 3 ball, and York with a 4-point advantage with 3 minutes to go here in the quarter. Carwile getting ready to check in for Livingston Academy. LA with the ball across the timeline. Will come Sales. Gives it over this time to Hollers. Hollers off to, we're going to have timeout called by Livingston Academy. Then McDonald with the ball calls timeout, and we are at a timeout. It is 2:44 left to go here in the first half. It's a 4-point Dragon lead.
Don't sweat the cold this winter. Carrier has a complete line of home heating products to keep your family comfortable this season without burning your budget. With smart temperature management and remote access options, it's easier than ever to control your home's climate and reduce utility bills without sacrificing comfort. For more complete comfort and greater peace of mind, call Conditioned Heating and Cooling. Carrier, turn to the experts. Call Conditioned Heating and Cooling today and ask about our financing options.
Conditioned Heating and Cooling.
2:44 left to go here in quarter number 2. Headed toward halftime. York with a 4-point advantage. LA with the basketball as Livingston are working in. They bring Carwile back into the ball game and take out Sales. No, actually, they take out Show. So they take out their size. Kind of surprised there. They take out their biggest player on the floor. They look to work it in. Still looking to get into Carwile. Carwile puts it up over Smith and scores. Carwile got that one posted up, puts in the 2, and we're back to a 2-point ball game. Front court will come Meadows. Meadows gives it over this time to Smith. Noah step back jumper, no good. Rebound fall for and come away with it is Sales. Sales going to long ball it down to McDonald. McDonald's got the step. McDonald's got the basket. McDonald got behind, or not at McDonald, but that was Milton, I should say, got behind the defense. Got the layup, and we're tied at 28 apiece. 2:10 left to go here in this one, and we got a double foul, I believe, on Cooper and Carwile. Carwile gets called for the hole, and Cooper gets called for the push-off. So a double foul on that one, as that'll be the third team foul on Livingston, 5 on York. Carwile will take a seat now. Back in will come Nick Show. And we got Headings going to check back in for York. Ball comes in to Meadows in the corner. Roger with the ball. Roger gives it out front now to Smith. Back over to Meadows. Down to Noah Smith. Noah looking to drive. Drives into a double team. Gives it back out to Roger. Down low to Jennings. Jennings on the baseline. Drops it in to Cooper. Cooper has it knocked away. Gets it back. Back up front now to Nick Smith. Almost stolen away, but Meadows comes over. Meadows for 3. No good. Rebound tipped up, and we're going to have a foul on the floor. And who's that going to be? I believe it's going to go against. It's going to go against Sales, his second. As had he not, it would have been a tip-in easy basket for Cooper, but they say the foul before the tip-in. And it will be York with the basketball. They'll work it in to Noah Smith. He goes up, and he was hitting the head. I started to say they had to call that one. As you didn't see that one, you're going to have to get some glasses because I can see that one from here. That one's going to go against Nick Show, and that'll send Noah to the line. Noah Smith will have a pair of them here. First one, good. Noah's got 8 on the night now, or going for 8. He's got 7, going for 8. Second one, Cup. York by 2, 30-28, 98 seconds left to go here in quarter number 2. Headed toward halftime of this one. At the half, we'll have our halftime stats brought to you by Showtime 4. With the ball out front is York. Driving in is, they'll give it off to Schultz. Schultz, a little jumper, fell away on that one. Should probably just took it up strong as he took the little fall away. And it comes up short, and now York with the basketball. Nick Smith gives it over to Meadows. Meadows up to Jennings. Jennings with the basketball. Jennings dumps it inside to Noah. Noah, the turnaround, no good. Rebound is off the hands of Sells, out of bounds. Sells was all alone. Probably just went up and got it with both hands, but he tried to do it with a sweep, and when he did, he swept it right out of bounds. Meadows to bring it in. All the way out front now to Smith. Now inside to Meadows. Meadows a little jumper. No good. Rebound pulled away and taken away by McDonald. Out to Sells. Sells going to bring it. 50 seconds. Sells in the lane. A little double pumper, and we're going to get a foul on Meadows. That's going to be 2 on Roger. That'll send Sells to the line with a chance to tie it again. 47 seconds left to go in the first half. First free throw good. When he lets them go, folks, looks like it's going to be short every time, but just enough on them to drive them home. Second one by Sells, nothing but Cup. It barely trickled the trying on that one. As York with the basketball now, all tied at 30 apiece. Got a good one brewing here. Ball goes inside to Headings. Headings going to kick back out to Jennings. Jennings over to Smith. Off now to Meadows. Meadows down low to Smith. Back up to Meadows. And York may back it up and go for the last shot. 25 ticks left to go in this first half. On it's a 30-30 ball game. It will be Meadows to take it out front. Down to 16 seconds. York going to start their offense. Meadows over to Smith. Back up to Meadows. Off now to Jennings. Jennings going to cross court to Meadows. Meadows down the corner. Nick Smith for a 3. No good. Rebound. Jennings up and good at the buzzer. Jennings with a last-second shot at the buzzer. Gives the Dragons the lead at halftime. We're headed to the half, and it's York 32. Livingston 30. Back in a moment. It's time for the Showtime Ford halftime stats.
Are you looking for a dealership that is big on honesty and integrity? Are you looking for a dealership that treats you like family? Or maybe you're just looking for the best deal? Well, folks, look no further. Hello, everyone. This is Melissa Sells. My husband, Derek, and I would like to invite you to the all-new Showtime Ford in Wartburg. Yes, we know it's 2020, but we have some leftover 219 units that just need to go, like a new 219 Ford Expedition with discounts up to $12,000, or a 219 Ford Escape with up to $6,000 off. And if it's an Edge you're looking for, we have savings of $7,500. And let's not forget about America's best-selling truck, the Ford F-150, with discounts up to $7,000. Here at Showtime Ford, we offer award-winning parts and service department with knowledgeable staff ready to handle all of your parts and service needs. Remember, folks, if you're looking for a car, we're the best by far. Need a truck? We can hook you up. So come on by the all-new Showtime Ford. Give us a call at 1-877-NEW-FORD or visit us online at ShowtimeFord.com.
Halftime of this one, and at the half, York leads it by 2. Jacob Jennings with a big basket at the buzzer gives York a 2-point lead here at halftime. Join me now, Coach Michael Green. And, Coach, your girls tonight took a big step in this district as you took the number 3 slot outright with a big win over Livingston.
Yeah, we came out, shot the ball pretty well for the most part, had way too many turnovers. Just a lot of unforced turnovers, and gave up way too many offensive rebounds. And that's, those are two things that if we're going to be a, really good team, we're going to have to cut that stuff out. We had been doing a pretty good job on, the defensive boards, but tonight they just kind of shot it and took off running after it. We didn't do a good job of finding them.
Coach, how big is it to get these two freshmen playing like they are right now? They have really come on out of late, and the chemistry seems to be there with the whole team right now.
Well, in another interview, I'd talked to a guy. He was talking about the freshmen, and I said, when we're, when those two are both on, we're going to be hard to beat. And when Gabby's shooting the ball like that, we need an outside threat, and that's why I've got her out there. I'd like to get her on the post a little bit more, but when she's hitting from outside, I've got to have her out there. And when Ellie calms down, slows down a little bit, takes her time, she can usually score on about anybody in the district on the post.
Yeah, Coach, we were talking with some of the other radio station here at this one. It seemed like your girls just jumped on Livingston. They really didn't have an answer for it whatsoever.
No, once and I told the girls, the outcome was 23, whatever it was. We did that by giving them, about 11 extra shots on the offensive boards and plus the unforced turnovers. We cut that out. That's not even, the game's over pretty quick. But now when you go back to Livingston, it's going to be a completely different game.
Coach, the thing about this is if you want to stay in one of those upper echelon spots, you got to win your home games, and this was a huge win for you guys, protecting your house.
Yeah, huge win, huge crowd. For us, we've got so much support out there. Appreciate it. And I want to mention, just our other players, Millie Hull's she's given us some good minutes. Lily Knatzer, she's given us some good minutes on the defensive end at times, and working as a belly in. Of course, Michaela Reagan, she's always battling, and Haley and Sage are doing a decent job of getting the ball up the court. Of course, they're getting, poor old Haley, she gets beat to death, and for whatever reason, the refs don't want to call it on her, or call it for her. But I told them we just got to battle through that stuff and be tough and know we're going to win no matter what.
Coach, the thing about this second half of the season, the rest of the way through this one, you've got one non-district game, and the rest of them are all big games.
And the non-district games, that should be a state tournament team in single A, and there's not going to be a night off for us. Doesn't matter. If we're playing a bottom seed, top seed, the girls, I think, no, I've told them, we have to show up every single night, no matter who we're playing. And, so far here at home, other than Smith County, we've shown up and, performed pretty well. If we could play like this every night, cut out the turnovers and the defense or the offensive rebounds, we could be right there at the number 1 spot.
You look at Watertown, they're your next opponent up on Tuesday. What do you know about the Lady Tigers?
Don't know. I know they're young. I know Macon County got, I think, their best player transferred down there. But I know if we don't show up, that they'll give us a game and they're capable of beating us. So, and it's a lot, pretty good little trip. So we've got to make sure when we show up, we're focused. We didn't do a good job of being focused when we showed up down at Macon, and they kind of embarrassed us a little bit down there.
Coach, you mentioned that Macon County game. To be playing at Macon County, that wasn't too bad of a loss because Macon County very tough at home.
Yeah, they're tough. We had a little adversity down there. We had to, try to overcome. They're a good team. They're a good team, and I hope hopefully, I'd like to see them again in the tournament, maybe, and maybe surprise them.
Coach, a week from tonight, you've got DeKalb County. DeKalb County went down there. It was an overtime thriller, and your girls, they've improved quite a bit here. You looking for an easier game against DeKalb County, or you think it's going to be another shootout?
It depends. If we show up, I think it'll be a better outcome for us. But now DeKalb's solid. Coach Fish down there, he's a real good coach. We talk quite often, and we have to do a better job defensively against them, and we have to do a much better job offense where their trap bothers a little bit. But I think we've improved tremendously against the trap. So, if we show up like we can for 4 quarters, we should be fine.
Well, Coach, congratulations on a big win here tonight, taking that number 3 spot right now in the district and staying in that hunt for that upper echelon. Big win tonight, and best of luck you head to Watertown on Tuesday.
Yeah, appreciate it.
And that was Coach Michael Green, whose girls won tonight as they beat Livingston Academy in a huge rivalry matchup between these two. They come away with a great big win over Livingston Academy. We're at halftime of this boys game, and at the half here, it is a 32-30 York lead over Livingston. Jacob Jennings with a big basket at the buzzer give York the 2-point advantage. Let's take a look at the first half stats in this one. As I don't have those figured up. Actually, I do have them figured up. I'm on the wrong game. Let's go back over here at halftime of this one. York leads at 32-30. Roger Meadows has 10 points, 8 for Noah Smith, 5 for Nick Smith, 3 in the game for Riley Cooper, 2 each for Jonathan Headings, and a big 2 for Jacob Jennings at the buzzer. Livingston Academy is being paced by Matthew Sells with 11, 7 for Will McDonald, 4 for Nick Schote, 3 in the game for Aubrey Hollows, and 3 for Eli Melton as well, and 2 in the game for Nate Carwile. So we got a good one brewing here, folks. Don't go anywhere. York led 16-14 at the half, and both teams put up 16 points in that one. So we got a 2-point game headed into the second half of play. Let's take another timeout for a word from Showtime Ford. If you're looking for a Ford, folks, head on over to Wartburg because Showtime Ford's got the deals. The name may have changed, but the deals are the same. So head on over to Showtime Ford. We'll be back in just a moment.
Are you looking for a dealership that is big on honesty and integrity? Are you looking for a dealership that treats you like family? Or maybe you're just looking for the best deal. Well, folks, look no further. Hello, everyone. This is Melissa Sells. My husband, Derek, and I would like to invite you to the all-new Showtime Ford in Wartburg. Yes, we know it's 2020, but we have some leftover 219 units that just need to go, like a new 219 Ford Expedition with discounts up to $12,000, or a 219 Ford Escape with up to $6,000 off. And if it's an Edge you're looking for, we have savings of $7,500. And let's not forget about America's best-selling truck, the Ford F-150, with discounts up to $7,000. Here at Showtime Ford, we offer award-winning parts and service department with knowledgeable staff ready to handle all of your parts and service needs. Remember, folks, if you're looking for a car, we're the best by far. Need a truck? We can hook you up. So come on by the all-new Showtime Ford. Give us a call at 1-877-NEW-FORD or visit us online at showtimeford.com.
Hello, this is Philip Hall at Hall Family Pharmacy. At the first of each year, many insurance companies will send out letters trying to direct customers to a preferred pharmacy, especially the chain pharmacies. Pharmacies pay to get their names on these letters and in turn then make the money back with insurance copays and gimmicks that negatively affect the consumer. This year has been no different. At Hall Family Pharmacy, we put a lot of effort into helping our patients find the best insurance plan for them and budgeting their medical expenses each year. We also work with credible insurance companies to obtain a preferred status when available to an independent pharmacy provider. If you receive such a letter, we can help. These letters are often inaccurate and the sender does not have your best interest in mind. Don't be a number at a big pharmacy. Be part of our family. We are proud to be a preferred hometown pharmacy. Come see us today at our locations in Jamestown or Clark Range. Shop local and break the chain of big box pharmacies. Choose Hall Family Pharmacy.
Back here, York and Stewart, halftime of this boys game. York up by 2 here at the half. Some other scores from tonight. Of course, Clark Range beat Red Bull 71-33. Stone Memorial beat Warren County 66-43. Cookeville girls over White County 67-64. And I don't have a score yet from the Pickett Monterey game. Hopefully we'll get something on that here in a little while. Let's look at the District 8 AA action tonight. Upperman roll over Cannon County 60-45 in girls action. Macon drilled DeKalb 78-54. And let's see, it was, we don't have a score yet on Smith and Watertown York, of course, beating Livingston 55-32. Here we go, second half getting underway for Livingston Academy. They'll have the ball moving right to left as we speak. They'll go inside to Sales. Sales with the basketball. Sales drops it off to Hollers, back to Sales. Sales drives, puts it up, good, and he is fouled. Nick Smith going to pick up the foul, and Sales going to give his team a chance to take the lead. Nick thought he got a bum call on that one, as it looked like it was Sales leaning heavy into him, dropped it in. And Sales gives his team the first lead of the second half. 33-32, Livingston by 1. York with the basketball. Front court, Meadows. Meadows right side, drives down, gives it off this time to Headings. Headings down to Meadows. Back up front now to Smith. Smith off to Headings. Back over to Noah. Noah with the ball right side, gives it out front to Meadows. Meadows will set up Livingston in a 2-3. Ball will go over to Headings. Headings with the basketball. Out front to Nick Smith, off to Cooper, right wing. Cooper back up front now to Noah Smith. Noah with the basketball. Noah working, gives it over to Meadows. Meadows with the ball. Off now to Nick Smith. Nick Smith gives it back up front to Meadows, and Meadows will reset it. Livingston by 1, a minute away in this third quarter. Driving in as Nick Smith puts up the runner. No good. Tipped up by Headings and good. Great play by Big John as he drops the tip in. And it's a 34-33 ball game. 6:41 left to go here in the third. York by 1 with the ball. Carwile, he'll drive and he will score, and he is going to be fouled. And that one's going to go against Smith again. Nick's got his third. So St. Nick, beaten by Carwile that time, picks up the foul, and Carwile go for the natural 3. Livingston takes back the lead and could have a 2-point advantage with this one, matching their biggest lead of the night. Carwile, the three-point play, no good. Rebound, though, is taken away by McDonald. Out to Hollers, over to Sales. Sales will drive in, back up. Give it inside to Carwile. Carwile off to Schote. Schote the jumper, good. Schote knocks down the 2, and York wants to talk about it. 6:21 to go in the third. L.A. by 3.
Quality workmanship and exceptional customer service have defined Southeastern Drywall and Construction of Jamestown. From custom-built homes, residential construction, remodeling to commercial construction, Southeastern Drywall and Construction is dedicated to providing the best quality at reasonable prices. We're also looking for good carpenters. Call Southeastern Drywall and Construction at 931-267-5435. A proud supporter of sports and education in our area.
6 minutes and 21 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Livingston with their biggest lead of the ball game right now. They lead by 3. Neither team's had too much of a lead in this one. I think York had a 4-point advantage once, and Livingston now with a 3-point advantage. York with the basketball. Right side goes Meadows up to Smith. Smith left wing. Gives it back out front now to Meadows. Now over to Nick Smith left wing. He'll fire for the tie. Rolls out, no good. Rebound knocked out of bounds. It'll be off of Livingston Academy. York gets it back underneath their own basket. It'll be Meadows to bring it in with 6:03 left to go here in the third quarter. Meadows looking to work it in, lobs it into Cooper. Cooper off now to Meadows. Meadows drives in. Fall away jumper. Won't go. Rebound pulled by Sales. Sales with the ball, and here comes L.A. Livingston in the front court. Driving all the way down. Sales out to McDonald for a 3. No good. Rebound, Schote. Schote going to spin, go inside. Lose the handle on it, knocked away. Good job by Headings to tip it over to Cooper, and here comes York. York with the ball, trying to cut into this lead. Meadows up front now to Smith. Over now to Cooper. Down the corner to Smith. Smith will take the jumper, no good. Rebound, Headings. Jonathan back up, no good, but he's fouled. Good job by Jonathan to take it back to the rack. That's going to go against Schote. will pick up his second, and now at the line will be Jonathan Headings. Headings' first one good. It's a 2-point game. Big free throws by the junior, or sophomore, I should say. Second one is no good. The rebound to Cooper. Cooper went up, grabbed that with one hand. Now back out front to Meadows for the lead. No good. Rebound tipped around. Nick Smith comes out with it. Smith with the ball over to Meadows, and we're going to have a foul inside against Cooper. Cooper called for the foul. Riley's third. Little too much banging going on inside, and Riley picks up his third personal. York fans not happy with that one as Jennings going to come off the bench now. Jacob will come in. Riley will come out. Riley picks up his third personal, and Livingston with the ball and a 2-point advantage. Back the other way now will come Livingston with the ball. Livingston works it up. They'll take it over to Carwall. Down in the corner, Hollers. Back to Carwall. Wide open three. No good. Rebound fall for it. Goes right to McDonald, who lays it up and in. McDonald with a thank you very much basket. Makes it a 4-point Livingston lead. Their biggest of the night. York with the ball. Out front now to Jennings. Over to Smith. Now back to Meadows. Meadows off to Jennings. Jennings inside to Headings. Headings trying to make a move. Does. Puts up the little jumper. Good. Big shot by Jonathan. Big John with 5, and it's back to a 2-point ball game. Back the other way will come Livingston Academy. Across the timeline comes Sales. Over to Hollers. Hollers. Back out front now to McDonald. Off to Carwall. Down in the corner now for Hollers. Back up to Carwall. Carwall with the ball. Gives it over now to Hollers. Back out front to McDonald. McDonald resets it. Over now to Sales. Sales for a three. No good. Rebound is by Nick Smith. Nick going to bring it. Nick with the basketball. Nick in the front court. Over to Meadows for the lead. No good. Rebound pulled away by McDonald. Meadows had a wide open look. Couldn't knock it down. And it's back to still a 2-point Livingston lead. Across the timeline, Sales going to stop and pop, and Sales no good. Rebound Headings. Good job by Big John. He's getting some big plays tonight. Back the other way. York with the ball. They'll go underneath to Smith. Noah spins and has it blocked and gets it right back. Goes inside. There's Meadows. No good. There, back up his Headings is short. Rebound pulled by Sales. Sales going to bring it the other way. Sales in the front court. Sales gives it over this time to Hollers, and Hollers with the basketball. 3 minutes to go here in the third. It's a 2-point Livingston lead. Here at York Institute. York trying to protect their house here. Carwall to the right side. Takes it over to Sales. Sales going to drop it down in low to Schode. Schode against Headings. Headings puts up against him. No good. Rebound, though, going to be saved in, but off of Jennings out of bounds. It'll remain Livingston basketball. Good defense that time by Headings. Headings and Schode banging away down underneath. They're going to lob it into Schode. Schode takes it up over Headings and good. Tough shot by Schode. He's got 8 on the night. It's a 4-point Livingston lead with 2.5 minutes to play here in the third. Smith with the basketball over to Meadows. Meadows off to Jennings. Back up to Meadows. Meadows calling out the play. Gives it over to Jennings. Down in the corner, Nick Smith. Nick for a three. St. Nick delivers. And the 3-ball makes it a 1-point game with 2:12 left to go here in the quarter. Across the timeline, it's going to be Sales walking it up. Livingston with a 1-point lead and 2 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. They'll send it over wide open. Carwall, the three, good. Carwall answers. Nobody got on him, and he drops the 3-ball home. 1:51 to go here in the third. It's a 4-point lead now for Livingston Academy. York with the basketball. They'll give it over to Smith. Wide open for Nick. He'll drain it again. St. Nick with another big one. It's a 1-point lead now for Livingston Academy with the ball. Just under a minute and a half left to go here in the third quarter. Out front is Sales looking to drive, goes up against Jennings. Good job by Jennings not to get the foul. And also by Headings. Headings making that tough. Now Nick's going to drive. He's going to stop, pop, no good. Rebound for Meadows comes away with it. Before we do it, we're going to have a foul, I believe, on McDonald. McDonald on the floor picks up the foul. That'll be his first of the basketball game. York keeps it on their own end, a chance to take the lead. They give the ball into Jennings. Jennings a quick three, no good. Rebound pulled by Sales, and Sales going to bring it. 1 minute left to go here in the third. Sales coast to coast, off the glass and going. Sales starting to take over for Livingston Academy. He's got 16 on the night. It's a 3-point lead. York with the ball. Front court, they'll give it over to Meadows. Meadows going to work it back out front. 45 ticks left to go here in the third quarter. Ball goes over to Noah Smith. Now to Jennings. Down the corner to Smith. Back up to Noah. Now over to Roger. Down inside to Headings. Headings double teamed. He's going to be fouled by Hollers. And to Holler back on that one as it's a 46-43 lead for Livingston Academy. And the foul's going to be the third team foul on Livingston. And we got a timeout with 34 ticks left to go in the third. It's a 3-point Livingston lead.
When it comes to watching sports, there's no telling what you'll hear.
No.
But when you order Pizza Hut for the game, you know exactly what you'll hear.
What the? Oh, that looks fantastic.
Your favorite pizza.
Ooh.
Those awesome wings.
What?
Plus sides and desserts.
Yeah.
All waiting at pizzahut.com. So order now, because no one out-pizzas the Hut.
What game?
Product availability, prices, participation, delivery areas, and charges and minimum purchase required for delivery may vary. Delivery charges not a driver tip.
34.3 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Still a lot of basketball, but we got a 3-point Livingston lead. And York with the basketball trying to cut into it. York comes back out with Meadows of the Smith brothers. You've got Headings and Jennings. Ball comes in to Smith. Back over to Meadows. 30 seconds. They'll give it over to Nick Smith. Now back to Meadows. Inside to Headings. Headings looking for somebody. Gives it out to Jennings. Jennings over to Smith. 20 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Ball goes over to Jennings. Jennings with the basketball. Gives it back out front to Meadows. 14 seconds. York going to go for the last shot. With the ball is Meadows. Meadows down inside to Smith. Smith's going to take it to the other side. Lay it up and in. Noah, big basket. It's a 1-point ball game. Back the other way. Sales will launch it from the backcourt. No good. We're through three. End of three. It's York 45, Livingston 46.
The Gary Maxwell Insurance Office offering area insurance is located at 300 West Central Avenue in Jamestown. Get a free quote for your home, auto, life, or business with no obligation to buy. Call 879-1251. Shane Beatty, Katie Cooper, Tammy Robbins, and Brad Rains agents, along with Jeff Robbins, manager, will be happy to assist you. That's Gary Maxwell Insurance, located 300 West Central Avenue with locations in Livingston, Cookeville, and Gainesboro.
At Meta-Thrift Pharmacy, managing your medications has never been easier. We are the first pharmacy in the Upper Cumberland to offer strip packaging for your medications. Our MedPack strip packaging organizes your meds in easy-to-open pouches organized by date and time you take your meds. It's simple, convenient, and certain. Let us take the worry out of your medications today. For more information, call 879-8133, or we invite you to come by and see our strip packaging machine today.
Final frame of this one, and York with the basketball and a chance to take the lead to start the fourth quarter. With the ball is Meadows, 46-45. You just tuned in. The biggest lead's been 4 by both teams, as Livingston with a 4-point lead at one time, York with a 4-point lead. Livingston with a 1-point lead right now. If you just tuned in, shame on you. You missed a great ball game. With the ball now is Smith out front. Nick Smith with it. Gives it over to Jennings. Jennings off to Meadows. Over to Nick Smith. Nick for the lead. No good. Rebound taken away. Good job, Jacob Jennings. Get there and get the rebound. Out to Noah Smith. Off to Meadows. Meadows looking to go inside to Cooper, and Cooper's going to be fouled by McDonald. That'll be the second on McDonald. York will work it in from the baseline. 14 foul on Livingston Academy. York will bring it in. Meadows works it into Jennings. Jennings with the ball back up to Meadows. Meadows looks three, now drives, puts up the floater. Short, gets his own rebound, goes back up. Good, and he's fouled. Roger that. Roger with a big basket, and that's going to go against Livingston Academy's Nick Schote. And Roger will go the line for the natural three. Free throw is good. Roger Meadows gives the Dragons a 2-point advantage, and Livingston with the basketball. They've got Sales, Carwile, Hollers, McDonald, and Milton in the game. Driving Sales to tie, no good. Rebound taken away, Riley Cooper. Cooper gives it over to Meadows. Meadows off to Nick Smith. Nick will drive all the way in, put up the laner, no good, but he's fouled. And that looks like it'll go against number 3, Eli Milton. It will. Eli Milton has his first of the ball game. And at the line will be Nick Smith. Nick, free throw, good. That's a dozen for Nick on the night. He'll have one more. York by 3. Now they can go back up by 4 points. Match their biggest lead and do. Livingston wants a timeout. 6:52 to go in the fourth. It's York by 4.
Ventures Farmers Co-op, your local hometown store, proudly supporting our hometown Buffaloes and Dragons. Co-op wishes you a winning season, one game at a time. Co-op, your first choice for farm, home, lawn and garden, and a gift shop for giving and decorating needs. Co-op, serving this area for 70 years with quality products. That's your Co-op, located just 2 miles south of Jamestown.
Back to action here in a moment. York now with a 4-point lead. Livingston had a 2-point lead, or 1-point lead going in this final frame. They actually outscored York 16 to 14 in that third quarter. Here in the fourth, though, York's got a 5-0 run going, and Livingston with the ball now trailing up by 4. Across the timeline will come Smith, or make that will be Hollers. Hollers underneath to Schote. Schote double team, throws it away, picked off by Jennings. Jennings with a steal, drives down, holds it up, gives it over to Meadows. Good play by Jacob. They'll go over now to Nick Smith. Nick with the ball, 6.5 minutes to play. Up by 4. York can take their biggest lead of the ball game with points on this trip. Smith with the ball, gives it over to Cooper. Cooper off to Jennings. Jennings down to Meadows. Meadows will drive up to the sideline, kick it over to Noah. Noah, the little jumper, good. Noah Smith has got a dozen, and the Dragons have taken a 6-point advantage. Their biggest lead of the night, 52-46. 6 minutes to play in this one. Ball goes over in the corner now to number 3, and Milton puts up the 3. No good. Rebound Meadows. York will walk it up. Leading by 6 with 5:45 left to play. Meadows in the front court. Gives it over to Smith. Nick Smith off to Jennings. Jennings with the basketball. Comes around the pick. Gives it down low to Meadows. Back out to Nick. Nick for 3. St. Nick delivers again. Nick now with a big night. He's got 16 on the night, and the Dragons have taken a 9-point lead, and Livingston's got to talk about him. We've got 5:20 to play, and it's 55-46. Dragons.
Whether you're competing on the athletic field or working hard in the classroom, remember you have the support of First Volunteer Bank, the bank with personality. We're behind you 100% of the way. Good luck to all the area teams. Play tough and play fair. And remember, when it comes to helping you with your banking needs, we're First Volunteer Bank, the bank with personality. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
And now over and over, it's First Volunteer for you.
Like a great sports team needs a great captain to lead them, a county needs a great executive to move it forward. And Fentress County has it in Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy believes in this county and its endless possibilities. So for great sports and a great county, be like County Executive Jimmy Johnson. and back Fentress County all the way.
Back to action now. Livingston with the basketball, trailing now by 9. Biggest lead of either team in the ball game. York up by 9, and with the basketball will be Melton. The Drury bringing it in for Livingston. They give it in to Sales. Sales with the ball. Livingston's yet to score here in the fourth quarter. Sales drives in, gives it over to Schott. Schott spins into a double team, drops it off to Melton. Melton will put it up. Melton's going to be fouled. Melton will be fouled, and we'll see who they whistle against. That'll go against the Dragons' Riley Cooper. That's 4 on Reckitt. That'll bring Headings back into the ball game. And the line will be Melton. First one good. We'll have one more. It's back now to a lead of 8. Cooper comes out with 4 personals. Back in comes Headings. Back of the line will be Melton. Melton's second one good as well. He rattles that one home. 55-48, 7-point lead now for York. 5:06 left to go in the quarter. Headings with the ball. Headings in the front court, almost loses it. Kicks it over to Smith. Smith back up to Nick Smith. St. Nick with the ball way out front, just holding it. Nobody coming to get him. He's just going to hold it out there. Livingston's going to have to come out and get him because they can't allow the clock to run down. They're trailing by 7. Nick with the ball. Looks, gives it over to Meadows. Meadows off to Jennings. Jennings back up to Meadows. Meadows with the basketball, working it out front. Gives it over now to Smith. Back to Meadows. Inside, they'll go out to Jennings. Down low to Noah Smith. Noah, the turnaround, no good. Rebound pull this time by Schott of Livingston Academy. Schott gives it over to Hollers, and Hollers with the basketball. Hollers. Now to Sales. Sales looking to make a move. Gives it over instead to McDonald. McDonald been pretty quiet since that first quarter. Sales, though, has not been quiet. He drives here and has it off his foot and out of bounds back to York. Turnover by Sales. Sales really trying to commit to create too much on his own. And full court pressure by Livingston now. York with the ball. Nick Smith up to Noah Smith. Noah's going to be fouled by McDonald. Will McDonald has foul number 3. And that may put York in the bonus, and it does. Noah will go to the line for a 1-and-1 here. Big free throws. York up by 7. He can put them back up by 9 as Carwile getting ready to come back in. Free throw by Smith is good. Noah drops it home. Out will come McDonald. Back in comes Carwile. Smith. Under 4 minutes to play in this one. Smith's second is good. Noah gets the shooter's hop, and it's a 9-point York advantage. With the ball front court, Sales. Sales working it out front, gives it over to Carwile. Carwile leaves it for Hollers. Hollers will back it out. Gives it over to Matthew Sales. Long 3 ball's good. He shot that one some far. I didn't think he was going to pull it up from there, but he did, and he drops a long 3 ball in. And it's back now to a 6-point ball game. Meadows with the ball, cross courts it over to Smith. Nickel drive, dump it into Noah. Noah led off the glass and good. Good play by Nick to Noah. It's a brother thing, folks. Back the other way, firing up Sales, misses everything this time, and Melton is going to be fouled trying to go up with it. And I believe Jennings is going to be whistled for it. Jacob picks up the foul. His first of the night, and that'll send Melton to the line. Eli Melton has a nickel on the night. Misses that one. 58-51, York by 8. 3:10 left to go in the ball game. And we got timeout called by Coach Russell Tays. 3 minutes, 10 seconds left to go in regulation. York by 8.
Hello, this is Philip Hall at Hall Family Pharmacy. At the first of each year, many insurance companies will send out letters trying to direct customers to a preferred pharmacy, especially the chain pharmacies. Pharmacies pay to get their names on these letters and in turn then make the money back with insurance copays and gimmicks that negatively affect the consumer. This year has been no different. At Hall Family Pharmacy, we put a lot of effort into helping our patients find the best insurance plan for them and budgeting their medical expenses each year. We also work with credible insurance companies to obtain a preferred status when available to an independent pharmacy provider. If you receive such a letter, we can help. These letters are often inaccurate and the sender does not have your best interest in mind. Don't be a number at a big pharmacy. Be part of our family. We are proud to be a preferred hometown pharmacy. Come see us today at our locations in Jamestown or Clark Range. Shop local and break the chain of big box pharmacies. Choose Hall Family Pharmacy.
Back to it will be Eli Melton at the line, and Eli missed the front end of it. Will hit the second one. Coming in the game will be McDonald, and Melton will come back out. It's a 7-point York lead, a 3-possession game, 3 minutes, 10 seconds to play. It'll be York with the basketball. Meadows in the front court to Headings. Back over to Meadows. Gives it out front now to Smith. To Meadows, and Meadows is going to be bumped by Sells, and Sells just couldn't stop his momentum, ran into him. Sells tried to avoid it but could not, and it'll be 1-1 for Roger Meadows. Roger at the line. Free throw good. 60-52. It's an 8-point game. He can make it 9 with this one. And does. Roger knocks them both down. It's 61-52. York by 9. Livingston led at the end of the third by 1. Riley Cooper getting ready to come back in with 2:45 to play. It's Hollers getting it down the corner to Sells. Sells over to Hollers. Hollers out to McDonald. McDonald from the free throw line puts up the shot. It's out of bounds, and the York fans going to let him have it. He put up the air ball, and York's fans going to let him have it. It's going to be Headings coming out now as Cooper re-enters the lineup. 2:35 left to go here in regulation. York by 9, looking for their first double-digit lead. Ball goes over to Smith. Smith off to Cooper, back up front now to Meadows. York just going to take some air out of it, 2:21. And like I said earlier about the Livingston girls, Livingston boys have got that bandit disease right now. A long way to go and a short time to get there. 2 minutes left to go here in the quarter. 61-52. Meadows just working it out front, gives it over to Smith. St. Nick with the ball, 2 minutes to play, and Livingston going to have to start fouling here in a moment. Smith with the ball, works it in, backs it out. Nick going to work it out front, guarded by Carwile. Nick works it, backs it out. Nick with the ball, and we're going to have a hand check on Carwile. Carwile has his third personal, and St. Nick will go to the line. And coming back in will be Melton. Out will go Choate. York looking for a double-digit lead if Nick can knock either of these down or both. First one, good. York by 10, looking for 11 with this one. 106 seconds left to go in this one, and York looking to have improved to 12-5 on the season, and Nick drops them both home. Nick dropping the dime on that one, and it's an 11-point lead now for York. 4-possession game with 100 seconds to play. They'll work it over this time to Carwile. He'll drive in all the way and blaze it up and goes and goes. Carwile making a tough move there, got 9. York with the ball up by 9. Ball goes over to Smith, now back over to Nick Smith. Long pass up to Meadows. Meadows gets away from the defense. Guys, when he went for the jam, he's going to be fouled by Hollers. Hollers came from behind to prevent the dunk, but picks up the personal. And Meadows will go to the line for a pair of them. Roger on the night's got 15, looking for 16 and 17 with these. First one, no good. Rolls out. He'll have one more. Second one, good. Meadows hits 1 out of 2, 64-54. Back the other way, down the corner goes to Hollers. Hollers back up front to McDonald, over to Carwall. Livingston's got to shoot. They can't handle the ball all day long. Carwall with the ball, gives it over now to Melton. Melton's going to drive all in, bounces it off his own knee and out of bounds. Livingston turns it over. York's going to improve to 12-5 on the season. And Livingston going to fall to 9-12 as York gets it up to Cooper. Cooper gives it over to Smith. Now off to Meadows. Meadows down low to Cooper or to Smith, and Smith lays it up and in. Noel with 2 more, and it's a 12-point lead. 40 seconds to play. Melton along 3, no good. Rebound, Riley Cooper has it stripped and goes right to McDonald. Puts up, no good, gets it back, goes up, and missed it again. Rebound this time by Jennings, and Jennings is going to be tied up. Livingston's going to be falling to 9 and a dozen on the season and 3-3 in district play. You are going to stay at 5-1 and keep the heat on Upperman. Long pass up to Melton. Over to Hollers. Hollers off to Sales for a 3, no good. Rebound Melton out to Carwall for a 3, no good. Rebound Carwall, drives in, gives it out to McDonald for a 2, no good. Rebound Carwall. Carwall just puts up a floater, no good. Rebound Cooper now, and York with the basketball, and that looks like that's going to be your final score. Smith with the ball. That's your final. The York Dragons come from behind to take this one here at home. They beat Livingston Academy. Your final, 66-54. We'll be back in just a moment.
Don't sweat the cold this winter. Carrier has a complete line of home heating products to keep your family comfortable this season without burning your budget. With smart temperature management and remote access options, it's easier than ever to control your home's climate and reduce utility bills without sacrificing comfort. For more complete comfort and greater peace of mind, call Conditioned Heating and Cooling. Carrier, turn to the experts. Call Conditioned Heating and Cooling today and ask about our financing options.
Conditioned Heating and Cooling.
Quality workmanship and exceptional customer service have defined Southeastern Drywall and Construction of Jamestown. From custom-built homes, residential construction, remodeling to commercial construction, Southeastern Drywall and Construction is dedicated to providing the best quality at reasonable prices. We're also looking for good carpenters. Call Southeastern Drywall and Construction at 931-267-5435, a proud supporter of sports and education in our area.
And back here where York wins this one, your final here tonight, 66-54. York comes from behind. They trail the end of 3 by 1, but outscored Livingston in that final frame by 21-8 margin as Livingston really struggled in frame number 4, and York wins it and sweeps Livingston Academy tonight and takes this rivalry matchup between York and Livingston here at York Institute. Time now for the Progressive postgame show. We'll take a time out for this word from Progressive, and we'll be back in just a moment.
Cheer this year for all our school teams and activities. Get behind our local schools. Join the Parent Teachers Group and help improve the quality of education. Sponsor school activities. Go to a ball game, hear a concert, reach higher. Progressive Savings Bank, insured by FDIC.
Everything we do, it's true. We do for you.
Back here at York Institute where the Dragons sweep Livingston Academy tonight. The Lady Dragons are winning both of the games tonight. And let's see, just getting a final here. Let me see if I can get you this final from the Clark Range game. The boys game, Clark Range boys, let's see, 59 for Red Bull and Springs for Clark Range, 47. So 59-47, big win for Red Bull and Springs boys. They beat Clark Range, keeping Clark Range winless in the district as they win 57-49 over Clark Range. tough loss for the Buffaloes. Right here, though, Livingston Academy gave York a good game. It was a close game all the way up until that final frame. Then York pulled away in the final frame and won it by a dozen as they win at 66-54. Scoring for the Dragons, you got 18 apiece for the Smith brothers, Noah and Nick, 16 for Roger Meadows, 5 in the game for Jonathan Eddings, 3 for Riley Cooper, and 2 in the game for Jacob Jennings. Livingston was paced by Matthew Sells with 19 points. Followed him was Nate Carwile and Will McDonald, both with 9, 8 for Nick Schote, 6 in the game for Eli Melton, and 3 in the game for Aubrey Hollers. A big win for York as they improve now to 12-5 on the season. More importantly, 5-1 in district play, and they stay right in the hunt for that top spot, just one game behind the Upperman Bees. As making his way to us now is Coach Russell Tays, as his Dragons a big win here tonight, and we'll let him give a chance to get his headset on here. And Coach, an impressive win here tonight. Your boys. It was a tight ball game up to that fourth quarter, and then your boys just showed they had a little bit of intestinal fortitude and pulled away.
Yeah, just good toughness, mental toughness there, just staying focused and playing together and making some great decisions and handled the ball strong. Went to the free throw line, knocked down free throws, and I've told them that that's the way we have to be from here on out. And get better and better and better at it. But we showed some good patience against their zone and moved the ball well and got some really nice looks. And defensively, I thought we had a kind of a slow start in the third quarter, but we got refocused defensively and kind of stuck to our game plan pretty good. So.
Coach, your team, we mentioned this before, you got to win these home games if you want to stay in one of that upper echelon spots. Right now you're knocking on the door just right behind Upperman, and so this was a big win.
Oh, yeah, it's to me, I know this is a Livingston game, and there's a lot of excitement about that for people, but to me it's that district win. It's a big district game, and when we go down there, it'll be the same thing. It's a district game we got to get, and it'll be hard, be tough. A game like tonight, there's a lot of pressure, and you have to block it out, and you just have to concentrate on what you're doing. And I thought our guys did a great job, and I told them that's the way it's got to be from here on out. And to get these district wins and to stay in the hunt, for a chance at 1 or 2.
Coach, a big game for your Big Four, but those two guys that in that number 5 spot that alternates to that number 5, they come up with some big key plays tonight.
Absolutely. Jonathan Headings and Jacob Jennings, they've gotten a little better and a little better, and it's really key when they come in and play like they're playing, and just putting in good minutes, good solid minutes, and. Jacob come in, got some big boards there in the fourth quarter, going to the glass hard. John did a good job. That really helps our team as a whole. And we expect a lot out of our Big Four, but those guys coming in off the bench, you got to have them just keep having good contribution and playing well.
Coach, like they say, if it's all cake, and when you get a little icing, it sure helps.
Right? Oh, yeah, it really does. And, we got us a little cushion there late and done a good job hanging on the ball and making our free throws. And so, like I said, I'm very proud of them, and I want them to enjoy tonight and then come back in on Monday and be ready to get focused on Watertown.
You mentioned Watertown. They're one of the surprise teams of the district. They're still in the hunt for one of those upper spots as well, as they're playing pretty good.
Yeah, they've got a good team. Coach Bradshaw does a great job with them. Down at their place, they play well, and it's another one of those district games, very important. We've got to just play a very smart game and play hard and play together. And I think if we do that, we can go down there and get a good district win Tuesday night.
Coach, a week from tonight, you start your second round with everybody. It's the second time around for everybody. And you still got a huge number of district games, only one non-district game before the end of the season.
Yeah, we got, we're looking at about eight district games left and, one non-district game. So, and everybody's seen everybody at least once now. I mean, we haven't seen Watertown yet, but we will Tuesday night. And, like I told the guys, teams are what they are and they do what they do. And it comes down to, just being smart, not making turnovers, doing the job on defense, boxing people out, controlling the boards, working hard, strong together offensively, trying to get some offensive glass, which we did tonight some. And, it's those little kinds of things like that, making your free throws. Those are the types of things that teams have to really be doing well coming down the stretch. So that's what we're kind of focused on right now.
At this point in the season, Coach, there's no surprises as far as teams. You've seen them all at least once, except for Watertown.
Yeah, we know what personnel is. We kind of have an idea of the strengths and weaknesses, and by the same token, they do us too. It's just one of those things. It's again, it comes down to doing those little things. Nothing spectacular, nothing flashy, but just doing the little things and being solid. And when you do that, that's going to be big steps in helping you win ball games. So.
Well, Coach, I want to thank you for joining us. Congratulations on a huge win here tonight. Best of luck as you head to Watertown on Tuesday.
Thank you much, Gary.
And that was Coach Russell Tays, whose boys win tonight by a final of 66-54. Let's take a break for a word from Progressive Savings Bank, and then we'll be back to take a look at these two games and look at the other scores we have. We'll do that right after this.
Cheer this year for all our school teams and activities. Get behind our local schools. Join the Parent Teachers Group and help improve the quality of education. Sponsor school activities. Go to a ball game, hear a concert, reach higher. Progressive Savings Bank, insured by FDIC.
Everything we do, it's true. We do for you.
Right back here at York Institute, where the Dragons and Lady Dragons sweep Livingston Academy. Big rivalry night and a big win for the Lady Dragons and Dragons as they win both of them here tonight. The Dragons win tonight by a final of 66-54, while Livingston girls, York was paced by the Smith brothers with 18, Meadows with 16. Livingston was led by Matthew Sells with 19. In the girls' game, York wins 55-32. They were paced by Haley Johnson with 17. Livingston was led by Keaton Webb with 11 in the ball game. And, of course, earlier tonight also, Clark Range split with Red Boiling Springs. It was Clark Range girls 71-33 and Red Boiling Springs 57-49. Piggy County boys just fell to Monterey. We do have a final on that one, 56-54. Piggy County losing down at Monterey tonight. Tough loss for the Bobcats. Didn't get a final on the girls' game. We'll hopefully get that in here in a little while. But right now, though, we're going to take another quick timeout, and then we'll be back to take a look at what we got coming up next week. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back on the Progressive Post-Game Show.
Cheer this year for all our school teams and activities. Get behind our local schools. Join the Parent Teachers Group and help improve the quality of education. Sponsor school activities. Go to a ball game, hear a concert, reach higher. Progressive Savings Bank, insured by FDIC.
Everything we do, it's true. We do for you.
Back here where York stakes two from Livingston Academy. Now York sweeps Livingston. Now line up for next week. We'll be in action Tuesday night. We'll be out at Clark Range High School when the Buffaloes and Lady Buffaloes host the Bobcats and Lady Bobcats, and that will be the game that decides who's the number one team in the district in girls. So that is a huge, huge girls game coming up on Tuesday night. Be sure to join us for that. Come on out if you can. If you can't, be sure to join us live on WDEB. Now, also next week, we will, York goes to Watertown on Tuesday. On Friday night, we will have York and DeKalb County. That's a huge district matchup, especially for the Lady Dragons. They won in overtime down there, so that's going to be a huge one for them and be a big game for the boys as well, as York hosts DeKalb County on Friday night. We'll have the live broadcast of that. And let's see, Pickett County, they have the Clark Range game on Tuesday. As you see, you can hear that on WDEB, also Twin Lakes Cable, Channel 954. And on Friday night, they travel to Trousdale County, or host Trousdale County. You can hear Dale do that one next Friday night, a week from tonight, on Twin Lakes Cable, Channel 954. Well, it's time now to give our player of the game, brought to you by Hall's Family Pharmacy and Hall Sports and Outdoors. And we want to thank Progressive Savings Bank for our post-game show. But now it's time for the Hall's Family Pharmacy, Hall Sports and Outdoors player of the game.
Hello, this is Philip Hall with Hall Family Pharmacy and Hall Sports and Outdoors. We are proud to sponsor this broadcast player of the game. Be a part of the winning team. Hall's is proud to be this area's #1 pharmacy, and now you may visit our expansion in downtown Jamestown for all things sports and outdoors and a complete line of sports medicine equipment.
Back here with the Hall's player of the game for tonight. Congratulations goes out to the freshman, Gabby Beatty. Gabby had an outstanding night tonight, hit some great big threes that got York started, and they rolled. Gabby ended up with 14 points on the night, and he is our Hall's Family Pharmacy, Hall's Sports and Outdoor girls player of the game. Our boys player of the game goes to St. Nick. We're going to go with Nick Smith. Nick had some big baskets that kept York in the ball game when it got really close, kept them close, and then had some big plays down the stretch as well, as York pulled it away and won it 66-54. Well, congratulations to Nick Smith and Gabby Beatty, our Hall's Family Pharmacy, Hall Sports and Outdoor players of the game. Well, that's going to do it for us from here tonight. I want to thank Lydia Lefevre on camera. She's videoing this one for showing at a time to be announced here on Twin Lakes Cable, Channel 954, and Comcast Cable Channel 12. We're going to wrap it up from here tonight. We will see you on Tuesday night when the Clark Range Buffaloes and Lady Buffaloes host the Pickett County Bobcats and Lady Bobcats. It should be a good one, folks. Till then, see ya.